Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Green here with No More News. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. July 10th, 2026. Another show exposing all of the kosher disinfo taking over the internet with Candace Owens and the Charlie Kirk trial, the Charlie Kirk conspiracies, all being debunked one after the other in this preliminary hearing. Amalek is here, completely vindicated. Both of us completely vindicated from the start. And we're going to rub it in all of your faces. You're all wrong. We were right. You're obnoxious, lying idiots. You were harassing and torturing a grieving widow and all of Charlie's friends. You have no credibility anymore. You might as well just log off. We're going to show even more. But they're not. No remorse, not a single apology. Nobody having the humility or the dignity, the integrity to apologize to anybody. Think Amalek. Fed slop. Oh, sorry, hold on. Good. All right, you're off mute.
Oh, what's up? I'm just laughing. Oh, look, the one state's here. You are not vindicated. What's up, buddy? Hey, what's up, dude?
We're
What's
vindicated
going on with
everything.
the second shooter or the exploding microphone or a dude 30-06 would take someone's head clean off.
It's amazing how these people are like majorly wrong about like a dozen or two like important things to their theory, completely wrong. And then, but the 13th one, now you're going to finally get it. Candace was absolutely wrong, embarrassingly wrong about everything else. But think about it. These people all have to double down because what have they been doing? They've been calling everybody else on the internet Jews and feds and fed slop or retards or that we're covering it up and all these things, working for Israel. All these newbie Russia shills, by the way, mostly doing this. And so they've been doing that. They've been harassing his wife. So if they're wrong, and it really was Tyler Robinson, imagine what that feels like to them, that they're a piece of shit and everybody else that they were attacking was right about them and that they're idiots. Imagine how that feels.
Well, they're not only are they going to double down, but like this is, like I said to you before, this is just going to be what people do now. I mean, this is going to be like the JFK conspiracy of our time. Like basically there's going to forever now be some sort of, version of this.
I don't know, because JFK and Oswald got killed. He said he was a patsy. There's nothing like that in this. It's like an open shut case. There's so much evidence, and the way these people are trying to dismiss all the evidence while making up and manufacturing bullshit about their theories, these people are not about the truth at all. They're lying, like narcissistic, schizophrenic grifters at best. At worst, this is a disinfo propaganda operation to control the opposition. This all turns out in the big grand scheme of things to be a huge win for TPUSA, Zionist TPUSA, and Zionist Ben Shapiro and Netanyahu in Israel. Now they're discredited, delusional, retard right Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk conspiracies, and AI Netanyahu. How many W's are going to keep handing the Jews in discrediting opposition to Israel and Zionism? How much more? Could they ask for a more discredited, retarded, villain opposition? I don't think so.
I think it's hilarious that there's people who think that we're right about the Jesus thing and all these stuff, and they think that they can totally see how Jews have this like myth or Christians have this mythical thing that they're accusing Jews of killing God, and how that gives them victimhood status, and how it's unhelpful to accuse them of things like this because it's totally not real, and all the things that we've gone into. And then we see one of these types of things happening before our very eyes, and you guys all think that we're crazy for trying to point it out. Or, who cares? What does it even matter? In real time, they are making Charlie Kirk into a Jesus-like martyr figure, guys. And they're like they're accusing like random Jews of killing Charlie Kirk. Do you guys understand how unhelpful this is? Like, this is not going to lead anywhere good. This is just like a Leah maxing for them, okay? Like, this is not a conducive way of solving this problem.
And it's all the same people pushing this that also were wrong about Netanyahu secretly being dead and all his videos being AI. They're the ones that all promoted this bullshit, kosher lies that Epstein had a Baal bank account and that his beef jerky was secretly eating baby meat. They're all pushing all these same things, dude. It's all the same
Look how
usual
dumb.
suspects.
Look at one state. He goes, he can't be a martyr if he's not dead. Dude, you're literally doing exactly what they do with Jesus. Oh, Jesus never died. He's living in heaven. He's always there. He didn't actually die. He resurrected.
Dude, we all saw the video. A
you are an
1,000 people in the
embarrassing
audience saw
fool.
him get
Holy
shot
shit.
and the
Yeah,
life
dude.
leave his body.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, so let's go through all the evidence. We got like more lies on Candace Owens, Ian Carroll, Stu Peters, all of them. Every single one is doubling down into even more mental illness, digging their holes. They just can't. It's too humiliating to say I was wrong and they attacked Erica Kirk and they were wrong and apologize to the internet. Not one of them is doing it. In fact, they're doubling down and like being even more accusatory. Like, oh, anybody that says Tyler did it, they're paid by the Jews.
Very Jewish thing. Very Jewish thing of you to say that Charlie Kirk wasn't killed by the Jews, by the way.
All right, let's just start hammering through this in order. Here's some of the Fox News coverage of the latest. All the evidence. We told these people, dude, you're making a lot of claims before the trial even starts. Maybe wait to the trial before. And now like everything they said gets proven wrong in the trial, and then they don't admit they were wrong. They just move on to brand new ridiculous things, as if we all have to keep answering when they've been wrong about the last dozen things.
Yeah. Our digital reporter, when they got to the point discussing the rifle that was used, Tyler Robinson was squirming, apparently uncomfortable, swinging in his chair, scratching his nose. He looked uncomfortable with the texts that were being discussed. Also, Erica Kirk was looking down, leaning forward, not looking at the screen showing those texts. Our reporter also said Erica was audibly crying throughout the proceeding today. When they got to the part about...
yeah, I mean, they got the text messages, photos of the text messages on the phone. They extracted the data from the phones. The furry boyfriend testified that those messages were real. They got him on video everywhere, his car on video, his cell phone in the area, like him confessing, his boyfriend confessing, the parents saying, turning him in and saying he did it. We got the bullets with the carvings extracted from Charlie's body. There's it's open, shut, overwhelming evidence, and these people are acting like the conspiracy people are acting like they're vindicated now when everything they've been saying has been proven wrong.
Lance was, when he was asking Tyler about the rifle and for hunting, the very graphic detail about the nature of the gun that Robinson said did well in the killing. That is when Tyler Robinson's mom started crying and wiping her eyes. Charlie Kirk's mother had her hand on Erica's upper arm and shoulder, and they were both tearful today. After
she's not grieving, right?
Chat logs, the prosecution.
Imagine how much of a piece of shit you are if you contributed and participated in this mob witch hunt on the grieving widow. Imagine how much of a piece of shit you are. Think about that. Let that sink in. Already probably the most devastating thing in her life, watching the father of her children, get his head blown up. But then you're going to accuse her of it and say she's not grieving right, and attack, put her under a microscope.
With no evidence.
Encourage retard Candace in her campaign against Erica. You are absolute trash. And if you're a Christian, you better beg for forgiveness, or you're definitely going to go burn in hell if it were real. Were you going to say something, dude?
I was just... They're not going to admit it, dude. I don't know.
Go off,
these
bro.
people.
Just go off. Go
I can't even. I'm gonna go off when we get to some of these clips, because I know, especially the rifle stuff. You people, dude. You people that went and told me I'm a Fed, called me Jewish, told people that I was friends with who started talking shit, and I blocked all of you retards. You people are dead to me. Fuck you. Get wrecked. You're an idiot. Enjoy the exploding mic theory. Enjoy your, it can't be a 30-06 bullshit. I was right. You were wrong. And fuck
Enjoy
yourself.
being wrong again. We told you so.
Just like almost all the other things we've been talking about forever. We're right about Christianity, and now we're right about this.
also put the note from Tyler Robinson on the screen. That's the handwritten note.
Yeah, they got his handwritten confession note
that Tyler Robinson left for his lover. Our reporter inside of the courtroom says it was a very lengthy, full-page handwritten note. Trace.
Yeah, Matt Fenn, back to you as the news.
Candace said that Twiggs never got interviewed, which was a preposterous claim to even make. Like, they're not, like, the government's not going to interview the boyfriend. Give me a break. How could she even make such a claim? You don't believe me? You believe me. You know, this has been Candace on her vacation. Crazy that she plans a foreign vacation on the big week, the big payoff, and you know, she should be vindicated right now and exposing all of this and streaming every second of all of it, right? But no, she's on vacation, gone in hiding to try to deal and rationalize and cope and double down with everything she's been doing.
Look how funny
the enemy says
state.
It's a grifter mania cope-a-thon. This is her with the farmer. Good one.
Dude, we're not trusting the government, first of all. And the Pope saying that Jesus exists has nothing to do with this. This is all you guys have. All you guys have is, oh, well, then I guess 9/11 is true. Oh, then I guess there's nothing weird with JFK. Oh, well, I guess Hitler is the devil. Well, I guess Jesus must have existed. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a retard. Stick to the facts of the story that we're talking about. And you have nothing. There is nothing. You were wrong from the beginning. We were right about this from the very start. Our initial reaction was correct. I described the case of the bullets to people in Spaces. I said, do you know the green box Remington stuff? I said, he's like, yeah, but most places don't do the soft point. They just do FMJ. And I said, that is not true. That is absolutely not true. He could totally have gotten one of the soft point rounds, yada, yada, yada. And look, lo and behold, we have the rounds. Like, we literally have the box. Yep. Fucking idiots.
And the pieces that they pulled out of his body. All right. I'm looking for the clip of Candace. It was on Sean Ryan saying that Lance Twigg was never. Thank you, Macrometer. Let's go.
$100. Happy Friday.
What a start. Let's go. All these grifters learn from Owen Benjamin. I made a list. For posterity of all the people that should be discredited forever that push this shit. And nobody should ever let them live.
Anyone who's doing exploding mic, trapdoors, any of that shit, they're already retards. But if you're still doing the bullet thing, like, you're just there's something about you that's just you're actually not like a competent brain. You don't have anything.
They need their internet privileges revoked for being so
Tyler Robinson preliminary
chronically wrong.
Resuming at any moment, we will take you there. There is going to be a very big moment today when we hear from Lance Twiggs in part.
Hey, lie about everything else.
We will hear about 17 minutes of that, and we will take you right to the courtroom the moment that happens. Emily, I'm very intimate and
earlier point with such clear deference on defense and clear deference to the potential.
Okay, that one sucks. Erica, so the defense is trying to cover everything up in this preliminary hearing. The defense wants everything out there. And then they got some of the stuff released, even more than it was even supposed to be released. For some reason, they weren't going to show his handwritten confession note.
Well, hold on. A lot of this you got to put. They're basically just like showing evidence for if we can continue the trial. So the defense does have a point where they're basically trying to like keep his face from being shown and things like that because it's going to taint the jury pool. This is not the main trial. That's the important thing to understand. They're basically just trying. Like, this is the most thorough, crazy, and also like public preliminary trial ever. Like, this guy is getting like I would say like more due process, or not due, he's going through this in a more methodical way than like your average everyday person that would have done this is. And I think that does have to do with like how TPUSA and Erica Kirk's family, it seems like, and all these people have asked for. So that is what they're doing.
It's kind of dumb it took so long, 10 months. If they would have came up with, if this would have started a month after, there would be way less chance of the conspiracies exploding like they did. If we got all the footage and all of the, everything else.
It just shows how fucked our court system is, right?
Yeah. If they told us what type of bullet, if they said it's a soft point, that's why it didn't go through. Like that.
Well, they did. That was originally what they did say. That people just didn't believe it. People were like, oh, those reports are like, they're not believing the reports. That one of the initial ammo guys had like some sort of police report. I think it was off of something Crowder found. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. It was one of the first weeks that first happened. And that's what they were saying, was that the report it was that because remember, the type of rifle he used, you have to cock it backwards to eject the shell or eject the cart, eject it. And he didn't do that. It was in the gun still, and they that was on one of the police reports, what was in there. So we knew.
Yeah, and even if we didn't know, we were saying it. We're like, there's different type of bullets. There's many reasons. It's not always going to go right through. There's lots of factors and variables, and we were 100% right. And all these idiots that were just saying it was an exploding mic have now basically dropped that and conceded it is a bullet and trying to like poke holes in the bullet. Like we're going to show Ian Carroll. They never just admit they're wrong and apologize. They double down every single time. It's despicable.
Someone, I think his roommate is a federal. Someone, I think his roommate is a federal asset. Lance Twiggs, the person.
Why do you think that?
Because the police didn't even question him, which is bonkers. Yeah.
This meeting is to use your statement here instead of your testimony at a preliminary hearing. Understand that?
Several times.
Okay, so,
which is obvious. Like, the trial hadn't even started yet, and she's like, they didn't question him. Like, oh, it's preposterous. What did she say?
I think his
That's her evidence. Her evidence, he's a federal asset.
Meeting is...
She's wrong about every single thing, guys.
They never went to the moon. Charlie Kirk is alive, and I am never going to change my mind ever. Dude, you're a child. Yeah. You're a child. You're basically a little kid.
Well, they didn't even question him because I made it up.
Well, this is the thing too. Somebody said this to me the other day, and this is actually probably true. There's probably a ton of people. I mean, I know I've done some creative writing exercises with Candace of sending her like bullshit tips. So she honestly just believes everything in her tip email, I think. So how many people do you think sent messages being like, oh, I work for the hospital and this is what actually happened and things like that, and that she just takes at face value without any investigation other than the email?
He testifies, and then they show the emails, him saying he did it. He says he wish he didn't do it, actually. He's not even disputing. He's going to go testify in the trial. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, that's him.
I think it just broke that he's not going to testify in the trial, I guess, or at least not in this part of it. Yeah.
So maybe they don't need him to. He did his video testimony.
It depends. I don't really know. I guess I didn't watch any of it today. I've been kind of like watching.
Can't the defense force him if they want to?
Yeah, I don't know the details behind why he's not doing the testifying, and I don't know if it's for the whole court case or if it's just for this part. So. Okay.
Anyway, she was wrong. They did question him. This is funny. Who did this?
Today, everyone in this courtroom knows you're retarded. In fact, everyone in America knows you're retarded. The whole world knows you're retarded. Even your followers, who themselves are retarded, even they just realized you're absolutely retarded. So can you just finally admit that you're retarded, Ms. Owens? After today...
I hope it's like over for these people.
It's not. This is going to continue forever now.
They may still keep doing it, but I mean like their status. Their status.
Can we please stop
there has to be consequences for being so wrong like this.
Yeah. Well, hopefully people stop entertaining it, but I'm not...
List of Candace Owens lies debunked. She said Robinson was never on campus. He was there 4 times, multiple camera angles, his vehicle seen on the camera also. Dude, they got him going up to the roof, pulling in his car, walking up to the roof, limping with the gun in his pants, walking across the roof, laying down, popping up right after the time of the shot, running, jumping off the roof, going into the woods where they later found the gun. Remember when I debated Owen Benjamin? We debated Erica Kirk stuff, and he said that wasn't the gun in the woods. That was a stock photo. That's an Ian Carroll lie too. Not true. That's the real photo. Wrong again. Okay. And I believe it's also. I've been saying this because I saw a good quality video of the car. I imagine they have the license plate readers and his cell phone connecting to towers in the area. They're going to have that. The exploding mic, no, they found the bullet fragments. I mean, that was just retarded to begin with. It's on the wrong. Do I even have to do it again? It's on the wrong side of the body. It doesn't even match like what happened around his body in the bullet hole, the wound. They dug out the pieces of the bullet. I mean, the gunshot went off in the back, and everybody in the crowd turned and looked behind him and knew it came from over there on the roof. What else? The road mic, there would have been an explosion. It would have exploded right here. There would have been a plume. The glass would have gone everywhere there. It wouldn't have stayed in his shirt and fell out in the van. I'm sure that glass is 100% something else, not a road mic.
Dude, the idea that it would have been an explosive mic and like that this is how they would kill Charlie is in some like, I don't know, guys. If that was true, if that was actually happening, then there would need to be way more evidence than what you guys have. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I can be open. I could have been open to any of this stuff. I could have totally been open to it. But every single video, every single screenshot, every single thread, all of them, everyone I looked at, I'm looking at them and I just can't even believe that you guys are falling for it. Like, I don't know. That's how I felt this entire time. Every single one of these things is so easily explainable within like 5 to 10 minutes of like doing your own, like looking into, oh, what is that thing that they're talking about? Or is this claim true? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, no, it's not. Like, I don't know, guys.
Okay, they said the text message were fake. Well, now we got photos of them of the phone. We got Twigs saying that those are the real text messages. He admitted the authenticity. And they extracted all the files from the phones. Interesting and stupidly, they used some Israeli company that has the software for extracting.
Whoever's doing this isn't like JQ pilled, right? Like they're not thinking like, oh, we better make sure we don't get a Jewish company or Israeli company doing it. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it from our perspective and from everybody from outside. Like, yeah,
but they're not thinking that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. Whoever's doing it is not thinking that stuff. And those are like the most popular companies from Israel. Is like court discovery and stuff like that. That is something that we should rein in.
Yeah,
you
like
shouldn't be able to like
spying tech
yes.
shit. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Well, and not just no, I mean, well, that's for sure. But I mean, like discovery for court cases is done by firms out of California, Texas, and that are owned in Israel. That's like a very popular thing. So, like once again, there's like a real issue here that we could talk about, but instead we're talking about the clown show.
Yeah, hopefully the trial will be over pretty quick, and we can leave this behind, close the case. And just call you guys retards forever if anybody ever brings it up. All right, what else? Oh, you could see him jumping off the roof. Like she said he couldn't jump off the roof. She also was like, oh, he climbed up to the roof like Spider-Man. It's super easy to access the roof. You just gotta like put your leg over some tiny little rail. The ammo wrong. Oh, there was another big claim that Baron Coleman and all these people were promoting that he was detained before the text messages of him confessing or the Discord logs confessing. That also debunked. He didn't get arrested till turn himself into 9 o'clock. Messages were sent at 7 something. Confirmed now, another one of their lies. They're just calling it a show trial. Judges made multiple rulings. Not to mention, Candace was wrong about the Egyptian planes, about the Arizona Fort Huachuca meeting with Erica supposedly there based on that total discredited kook Snow. Help me, I'm like, what else is she wrong about? She was wrong about the meeting. Charlie set up the retreat in the Hamptons to bring influences there to talk about dealing
dude,
with
we knew that was wrong
anti-Semitism.
right away. Do you remember that? I remember, dude.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard that story and Adam King was involved or something like that, I was like, "There's no way it was what she's saying because there's no way Adam King could keep his mouth shut about that. He would have been yapping about it right away. The idea that
she lied and said Adam King was there.
Yeah.
But I didn't dismiss it 100% at first. At very first, when they're saying oh, there's donors and stuff, I was open to it. Some type of conspiracy at first. It's just once you start seeing what people are saying and it just gets proven wrong over and over and over again, you have to be an idiot to keep thinking that they might be on something.
I mean that I was on board too. I was like, oh wow, that is interesting. That is weird. Maybe he was turning. Like, I went down the whole rabbit hole with these guys. And then when I heard Adam King was apparently like part of this secret keeping meeting with Charlie Kirk and yada yada yada, I was like, nope, no way. He would have been blabbing about it. No way. He would have said something about it. There's just no way that that's true. I knew that she was lying right away from that part of the story.
She's wrong about Robinson not being on campus. She's wrong on Twiggs being interviewed. Her cope was that he looks too tall, and she literally cropped off the top of his head where it looks like he's like 5'11", almost 6 foot. It's unbelievable. I can't even believe the gaslighting going on here. And everything. It's all this stuff about her parents and stuff too. Every bit of it is just total kookery. And then they're going to dismiss all the overwhelming, obvious evidence. Ready? This one's been going around. Joel Webbin, let's hear his take early on the conspiracy. Let's see how this aged.
I think the whole thing's fishy. I think you assuming incompetence is very charitable.
Hanlon's razor.
Yeah.
And there's no evidence of anything else.
What do you think about the Google searches?
What do you mean?
Searches for like the VIN number on the getaway airplane.
I don't know what you're referring to.
That's
the getaway
I forgot
airplane.
about that one too. The getaway airplanes. That was another one.
The getaway airplane is such a funny. That is such a good term. I'm using that from now on.
The getaway airplane needed for you
guys gotta donate for the getaway airplane.
Road mic.
Yo, start getting donos going. Is super chats up? Get super chats in. We need the getaway airplane fund, boys. Let's get it. Let's go. We're getting away. Return to Europa.
Dude,
Get the fuck
how does he not already know? Every time this happens, people go and do this Google Trends thing, dude. And then because of time zones or just the way that the software works, it says that things happened before. Like,
dude, this is how you know he's a noob. He has no idea about 4chan. This is done on 4chan on every. This is like the equivalent of falling for a Sam Hyde. Yeah, and this is like the equivalent of falling for like a Sam Hyde bit, guys. Like, oh, the shooter, I found him. It was Sam Hyde. You know how they do that every single shooter? Dude, every single event, the Google Trends searches, people make memes like this that are false, or if they're in the system, like going off of Google Trends as a system as like some sort of like, you know, like fully official chronologically say, like, you're an idiot. You have no idea how that system works. Only Google has the like the full data set there. Like, you guys are just idiots. You guys are idiots if you think that that's like every time something happens, we can look and check to see. Like, dude, that's just dumb. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, that is just very stupid to think that that is like evidence for anything ever. Falling for something like that when a current event happens, like, that is, you're an internet noob. That's been going on forever on 4chan. What is going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so one theory is that like Tyler James Robinson.
Thank you, Loki.
Middle name included, full name searched before, you know, the execution
who searched what
actually took place. I'll get there. So multiple Google searches, one being his full name, Tyler James Robinson, another one being the VIN number on the getaway. I'm getting there, on the getaway plane, and then also the pilot of the plane, his name being searched, the exact time, all these kinds of things.
Tim Pool cool and smart
the TP USA event that took place that Tucker Carlson and Dave Smith both spoke at, that a lot of people were upset about, a certain group of people in particular, and the actual assassination of Charlie Kirk. In between those time period, which was a matter of weeks, these Google searches took place, and they took place in Israel. And the only exception,
what's the proof of that?
And the only exception, well, that's a good question. I'm asking you, have you heard about it? What do you think about it?
I saw a screenshot of it on Twitter. Somebody sent it to me in my Twitter DMs and a reply to me. That's the evidence.
The ability to collect evidence of Google searches, that's internal Google data, which would have to be leaked by a whistleblower. I don't believe that's real. That sounds made up.
Sounds made up. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, from what I've heard is that people did this. Did the searches themselves before they were scrubbed and found it after the fact, after the assassination.
Found what though?
And found
no, they didn't scrub it. It gets fixed after they.
I hate these people searched for a thing.
I don't know. It's just a working theory that I've heard.
Well, I wouldn't even call it theory. I mean, that sound like
Dude, these people just see a meme and just like run with it. No,
dude.
No discernment, no skepticism, no like, you know, no caution to the wind, dude. They'll just
no
believe
wonder
anything.
they fall for all the Chrysostom fake quotes and all the Hitler fake quotes and all the other shit. Guys, when you see something that you read online and you're like, wow, that's a really good quote. Wow, that's a really good meme. Wow, that's really good. Okay. Immediately you should understand that humans are like into confirmation bias and that you're a human, okay? And now you need to reverse engineer and look, oh, maybe I should be a little skeptical of that, and then look it up. If something is too good to be true, it almost assuredly is. Holy shit. I feel like I'm talking to kindergartners. Has
it's
everyone
like people
lost their
aren't
mind?
aware that the internet is full of scammers like trying to lie to you with clickbait and like kookery. And grift.
Hey guys, so
like, they don't
if you
get
ever
that.
get an email and the subject line is Nigerian prince, that's not a Nigerian prince. Like that's how I feel like I have to explain this to people. Like what is going on? Didn't we all grow up on the internet? Like whatever. I guess not.
How can you search for what someone else searched for in a certain region?
I don't know.
You can't.
Okay, well that's a dumb
question. You can
question.
look at Google Trends.
Yeah, that's called Google Trends, and then you filter for the country, bro. He just doesn't even know.
Data, I suppose.
I think that's what it was, like looking at the trend, but then the searches were erased later on.
I mean, this sounds like someone made something up and just claimed it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But that's
watching Candace.
But the point is,
Are you watching Candace? How did that age? Is he still doubling down on Erica Kirk did it? Erica Kirk and Israel did it?
No. I did a really thorough search of his Twitter and things like that. Now, unless he deleted it a lot, which is totally possible. I couldn't. I mean, there was some stuff. There was some stuff of him saying stuff is fishy. He did a podcast, but I wouldn't say he's even in the top 50 percentile of people being bad about it. I would say right here, this clip is probably the worst thing from him. And maybe like 2 of his tweets, I would say were pretty dog shit. But like I said, I mean, there's way worse people than him. And I don't like Joel, right? So
I didn't add him to
to
my list. I don't think yet.
Yeah,
so.
I don't. No, he didn't do it as I'll send you a thing. I had Claude and Grok both go through every single one of his tweets and like categorize them from like most likely talking about it to least likely. And like there was just even like there just wasn't that much for it.
Okay, so look at Ian Carroll, the pizza boy. How disgraced the TikTok pizza boy.
Pizza boy, dude.
Yeah.
Go back to Pizza Boy.
So now that we know that the bullets allegedly used to shoot, mind you, he's been saying that it was the road mic and that it wasn't shot. It's impossible to be a 30-06, for 10 months. He even did a video with the title, "Was Charlie Electrocuted?" Anything's possible, guys. Okay, so now that we know the bullets use Charlie to be brand new full metal jacket rounds and that Tyler was not a great shot, can't wait to watch the Fed sloppers move their goalpost and explain how brand new 30-06 full metal jacket stops in a human neck. I was told there were mountains of evidence to convict Tyler Robinson. There is. Where have you been? Instead, I am left with mountains of questions, contradictions, and wildly improbable coincidences. And then he says, we're Fed sloppers that move the goalpost. Correction, looks like they could also be soft points. Womp womp. Which also is extremely problematic. So no matter what, their Full Metal Jacket, it's problematic.
And in his defense,
soft point also problematic. Like there's just never admitting.
I watched the clip. That he's talking about, and he's got this former Green Beret on there, and who is just grifting. Just you can tell he's totally a charlatan. He's totally lying. He's trying to get his quick buck in. He's like giggling while he does this, and like
we're gonna
do like hamming it up. Yeah. So that is where he's getting this from. So I hate Ian Carroll, and I think he's a retard, but he's like trying to like cite an expert basically. So he's just getting duped because he's an idiot.
But it's just so hilarious that he says we're gonna move the goalpost, and then he gets it wrong, and he moves the goalpost.
So retarded. Oh my god, dude! I can't believe this is the real world. Everyone's so stupid. Did you see? I don't know if you had the clip for this. Did you see Ben Shapiro's impression of Candace?
I did. I didn't think it was great, to be honest. It was all right. The Jewish guy does it so much better. He's just.
It's like the best Jewish thing I've seen him do for a while. He's not doing very good lately.
Okay, find the link. We'll watch it. But here, this guy from Paramount Tactical that makes.
Yeah.
He makes bullets basically, right? He has a bullet company, I think. He says, Ian Carroll, stick to pizza, you clown. You're a liar and a retard. It's a Springfield Remington soft point core. Soft point, designed that when it hits something to break apart. It breaks apart into shards.
Oh, so you like lead in your meat then? That's what you're saying?
That's what he said.
I know. Fucking idiots.
Yeah. And here's the video. Now let's see the video of this guy. You say...
Oh, yeah.
Valhalla. He's giving Vikings a bad name.
I'm telling you guys, if you can't sniff out that this guy is like a charlatan grifter person, like you need to then figure something out, like look inside. I don't know what to tell you. Just look at the way he talks about this stuff and the way he presents this.
Expose the Enemy says he's employed by Candace and he is in on the grift. It's his job. I'd not heard of him.
All right, guys. So conveniently,
we just watched a video the other day of them shooting a 30-06 into a thing of sand, and it barely went through it at all, and it broke up into a bunch of shards, exactly like we see in, where is it? Exactly like we see all these little pieces that were in them.
Dude, the 30-06 round is what we used in World War II in North Korea, or the Korean War, okay? And we have thousands and thousands of experiments and records from when we changed over rifles and things like that on how the bullets behave and how it acts getting shot into this thing and that thing. We have tons of it. So do you think, do these people really think that every single person that we shot in World War II with the 30-06 round and during the Korean War with the 30-06 round, do you think that took everyone's head off and turned it into pink mist and blah, 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 and whatever other stupid things you guys want to say every time one of those rounds hit? Was the American military like renowned for taking people's heads clean off, blah, 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 like all you guys are talking about? Yeah. No, obviously not.
The ones that break up inside end up doing more damage too, right? Instead of just cutting straight through.
That's part of why we switched to 5.56 or 2.23 is like the civilian size. Because what happens is when it goes inside, it tumbles down bone and it splits apart and things like that. And that was seen as preferable, like that plus weight, because you can carry lots more rounds of 2.23 than you can like a 30-06. So that there was like there's a multitude of factors, but that was part of the reasoning, was to get a bullet that does that type of thing, right? Rather than like punching clean holes through or something like that, that you would that's more likely with like a larger size.
John Swin meant Ian Carroll, not the
that's what I thought he meant.
But Ian Carroll was how much was Ian Carroll paid by Candace Owens when he filled in for her maternity leave? How many millions did they pay him? Talk about follow the money. His motto is follow the money, and he's standing by every kooky thing Candace says. How much money did she give you, Ian? How much? How popular? How many followers did you get from her and these people?
Yeah, people are saying like, oh, you're pretending to be a ballistics expert. What I'm saying, my argument is that I know enough about bullets that I know as soon as it comes in contact with a human body or with like a living thing, like you actually can't predict what's going to do next in a way that you guys are pretending you can. That's what I'm saying. Is that you guys pretending you could know are just wrong, and I know enough to know that.
Check out this girl did
firearms evidence testimony today in
did
the
a little
Kirk
ballistics
case. So was I right or was I wrong all this time? I'm a forensic scientist and a former CSI, and spoiler alert, I was right. The projectile that struck Charlie Kirk fragmented in his neck, which we knew about, which I have been telling you since September, and that is the reason that it did not exit. Don't worry.
And that I've been saying since that time as well.
Great. You don't have to.
And Amalek, dude, I remember Amalek was in the spaces. We were on a roll. We were crushing all the Christians, dominating them in the debates, getting the Jesus question out there. And then Charlie Kirk happened, and then that's all anybody was fighting about, because these idiots were getting everything wrong. And Amalek flipped out on everybody. He cortisol spiked. He said all the right things. He's completely vindicated and blocked all these idiots that you were wrong. You were all wrong.
I had people coming up who had been in the spaces with me for months saying how, oh, you're the smartest guy ever, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe it. Oh, my God, you woke me up from Jesus, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then that night or that week, or, when that was going on, those same people were telling me how wrong I was and telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about with the 30-06. And somebody told me I had never shot a rifle or shot around like that before. Like, you don't know anything about me or my background. You guys don't know anything. Like, shut up.
How many of you said, "Oh, Adam, you're right about Jesus, but you can't see through the other conspiracies. Adam's right about Christians, but not right about Charlie Kirk. I think Candace has got it right this time. Candace and Ian Carroll. Yeah, they're right on this one this time. Totally, guys.
And I'll even throw a bone here, dude. Like, okay, look, the Butler shooting was weird. It's weird. I don't see any conclusive evidence. And you and I have talked about it privately a bunch, and we just think it's weird. But we're not going to go around and like, oh, it was an exploding earring, or
and if you
they
don't believe
lasered
it, you
his
must
ear.
be working for the Jews.
Yeah, we are waiting for more evidence. We want to see more evidence. I would love to see some more deep dive into that. Like I said, there could be something there. So we're not against this in theory. The problem is that everything that you guys do have is bullshit, and you're like thinking that we're, have ulterior motives. That is the part that's just totally crazy. That you could think that like normal people, normal guys online who are just like giving their takes, telling their opinions, that we're like paid by Israel to protect Charlie Kirk and keep USA, and you're making a side with people that we've been criticizing longer than most of you. I have been critical of Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro and this whole thing for like 10 plus 15 years or whatever.
Candace was cashing checks from them, we were exposing them, but now you think now you take her side. And then
well, even if you disagree, how are you going to accuse us of being like in on something? What the fuck are you talking about?
Ian Carroll says it's Full Metal Jacket. No, it's Soft Point. And then also, hey, what do you mean? Now you're arguing that it's a gunshot? Are you conceding that the whole exploding mic thing was horse shit? I saw Sneeko the other day with Dan Bilzerian said that if you don't agree that it's a road mic and you think Tyler Robinson shot Charlie, that you're a Fed or you're a retard. Yeah, guess what? You guys are the retards. Sneeko's the brown clown monkey and the Noahide. What bullets? Yeah, also all types of records from World War II, about 15 to 25% of the time, even neck shots had no exit.
So people were sending me like books of they literally have ballistics recordings of, okay, we fired this many rounds at this type of target this many times, and here's a breakdown percentage wise of how it behaved. Like the government did so much research into this round, and also private ammunition and private military companies that were trying to influence what type of rifle they would use and things like that. They've produced so much data on this, and then I got people online telling me, I don't know what I'm talking about. That would have cut his head clean off. Like, you're just wrong. There's scientific evidence that you're wrong.
Lost the argument a long time ago, dude. No humility, no integrity at all. This guy, Ian Carroll. Total fraud.
To take my word for it anymore, you can look at this pretty little picture. These are the 5 fragments that were submitted to the ATF laboratory. These are the 5 fragments that were removed from Charlie Kirk's neck at autopsy. This is the reason that the projectile did not exit. This is the copper jacket. You can see it down here, and these are.
And now what they're saying is now they're wrong about the road mic, and they're conceding it's a bullet, but they're saying, oh, but it can't be matched to the gun. Yeah, because it's in a bunch of tiny little pieces. They can't 100% verify it's from that gun. They found the gun with the other bullets. They found the cartridge too. The back end of it is still in the gun. The fired round.
Yeah, he didn't even
get
eject
ejected.
it.
So there you go. That's connected to it.
He didn't
and the
pull
other
the
ones
hammer
are
out.
carved in. Catch this, fascist.
Yeah, and Chow or whatever it is, dude, he was such a LARPer. Like, I agree with Carlin that it wasn't a far leftist, like in that culture that that subculture that she covers, for sure. I totally agree with her. But this guy was like a LARPer. It would be like if somebody did like a right-wing version of these and they had put something in like Hitler was right on their round or something like that. Like, just
That's what
really
happens
basic
when a
bitch.
autistic right winger becomes a little left wing. That's what happens.
Yeah, he was like a basic bitch, like leftist, if anything. Like so yeah.
He did say also though that he was tired of Charlie's hate. Calling him fascist and hate, that's left-wing coded.
Well, that just shows the problem is that like the mainstream left is like not just tolerant of this stuff, but they like put up with it and like put it out, like that Chow thing. That's from that got popularized recently because of a Netflix TV show where they like rob banks. It's like a Spanish show. I can't remember what it's called. Like Bank Heist, I think it's called maybe. And like that kind of got that got really popular because like our mainstream culture is part of like accepting and promoting this. Do you guys understand? That should be the topic of conversation here, is how it goes from the far left that Carlin covers all the way to like the mainstream left-wing liberals and how they put up with all this stuff. And not just that, but they promote it with art and movies and TV shows that help create a culture where it's okay to celebrate Kirk's death. And then that, violence against their political enemies. And then that leads to like the shooting of Kirk. Okay. That's how this happened, guys. It's a very explainable phenomenon.
Another lie that they did when we learned like a month or so ago that they couldn't confirm that the bullet fragments matched the caliber and the round of the gun, right? That what they said was that it can't be confirmed that it was, and they all ran with the idea that it's not the same.
Yeah,
which
what
is
that
completely
means,
different.
Yeah, what that means is what they do is they like literally test the bullet when they get the bullet, and when they on a normal thing like this, they would take the bullet and they're matching it to parts of the barrel and the parts of the gun that it would have touched when it fired off, and matching those like those markers, those, you know what I mean, like on a very like like they use like a optical lens to get really deep in and see like, oh look, we can see how this bullet made contact with the hammer here, and it's using that hammer. We can tell, you know what I mean? That's how they do that, and because it's in so many people. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay.
Lead-like fragments from the core. As I have explained now, 45 times, what happened is when the projectile went into his neck, the jacket came off, exposing the core. The core, when it strikes things in the neck, i.e. your spine, tissues, etc., it fragments because the lead-like core is very, very soft. That leaves the jacket in this mangled condition. Here's the outside, here's the inside. See how it's all twisted up and folded in on itself? That's not great for us in forensics, because under the microscope, it means that there aren't a lot of striations on this evidence bullet. This is the test fire, this is the evidence. And what we ideally would like to see is enough pieces of both sides of the bullet so we can see these striations continuing across. But that couldn't happen here because there's all sorts of data that's missing, because the bullet is in shit condition, because it fragmented.
Oh wow, this is a great video. I didn't see this.
And the inside's fragmented, which I've been saying since September. And I already know that I'm gonna get the comment, I call bullshit. I've shot a deer and it didn't fragment. Good for you, Bob. First of all, Bob, slow your roll. Second of all, sometimes bullets fragment, sometimes they don't. There are any number of variables that could affect whether a projectile fragments or does not fragment. And I have talked about this in individual videos on this page since September. I'm really not interested in rehashing all of that right now. I just want you to know, look at that. The bullet fragmented. It's in a lot of little pieces. It's not going very fast anymore. It's not gonna go through you, like I said.
But it certainly did create what you would think if he gets hit from that angle and it's fragmenting inside. It does the internal combustion cavity or whatever. The back of his head pushed out, the back of his back pushed out, and then the blood squirted out the front, and it was over. Like we always said all along. And these people were saying we're feds because we don't believe in the road mic, which makes absolutely no sense with what we saw. There's the fragments. Oh, another lie, right? Ian Carroll claimed that this was a stock photo of the gun and not a real photo. No, this was the real photo of the gun and the towel they found in the woods. Oh, like I said, Owen Benjamin tried to use that argument against me in the debate. Wrong, again, wrong about everything. We'll get to the letter in a second here. What is this? Oh, what he wrote on
was recovered from the gun.
So this is the fired one. It's missing the tip. Oh, by the way, so just before we do that, I want to show you guys this. Look at this bullshit video these people are all sharing around.
It's legendary.
You want to talk about slop? This is conspiracy slop. This is,
well, I mean, they're like trying to make fun of it, right? Like that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to make fun of what the official story is, and like every single line in it reveals that these people do not understand anything about the world or what's going on in this situation. It's crazy.
Yeah, we got this guy promoted it all along. He's been on Fox News. He's got like 200,000 subs. He was a big QAnon idiot, Q-tard, and Trump shill, and Christian. And let's
Conspiracy
see.
theorists insist no 30-06 could possibly behave this way. The round blasted into Charlie Kirk's neck, crushed his vertebra, and ricocheted down.
Hold on. Isn't this way bigger? That number one, it's way bigger and not to scale at all. It's only the tip that goes, right?
Yeah, this is like a 22 millimeter. Like this is like a fucking giant round. What is this? What are those called? 25 millimeter rounds.
It goes in through the neck and hits it and smashes and breaks up like some rounds do. Is it hollow point, soft point, and what frangible? Right, all those ones are designed to spread apart and break up and not go through. So no, you're already wrong. You're doing a bullet.
Conspiracy theorists insist no 30-06 could possibly behave this way. The round blasted into Charlie Kirk's neck, crushed his vertebra, and ricocheted downward toward his heart, only to be stopped dead by his legendary Superman neck of super-dense steel-like bone. It created no exit wound and lodged harmlessly just beneath the skin, which experts hailed as a miracle that saved the bystanders standing behind him. Up on the rooftop.
Yeah, imagine if somebody just never would have said, oh, he had a strong neck, it broke up and didn't go through. And if they would have just not said this, like your whole conspiracy hinges on like somebody just saying his neck was strong and comparing it to Superman.
Hanzo
Like,
sent $5. The weirdness of Butler and JFK feed this, but this case seems very. It seems people cannot distinguish what counts as good evidence and what doesn't.
yeah, they have no critical thinking and like proper skepticism on anything. And yeah, more so than anything, though, I think it's COVID one-shot at all these people. COVID made everybody like crazy, paranoid, and schizophrenic.
Tyler Robinson didn't just...
Oh, Anonymous, thank you.
Sent $5. This case has legitimately inspired me to study and train to become a ballistics expert. Not only is this fascinating, but apparently understudied.
Promising future in ballistics.
Break down his rifle. He shredded.
This is wrong again, too. They all said this. No, he took the shot and then ran right away. He's not going to. What kind of sniper is going to take the shot and sit there and take apart the rifle? For what? To reassemble it into the woods? They're like, that's stupid. Yeah, nobody. I never thought that's what happened. So this is already wrong. This has already been corrected, by the way, too. And we know that he didn't disassemble it after the shot. So wrong.
Did it apart in a ridiculous hyperspeed blur using nothing but his bare hands. Then he sprinted across the roof and launched.
Thank you, Da Vinci. Now
have a great day.
Thank you. Oh, we're smashing the Friday goal thanks to the big pockets over here. These guys keeping the show going, funding the show while all you guys watch. Anyway, we have it on video of him jumping down. It didn't look like that, but it. Why are we doubting this is fake? We have the security footage of him crouching down, shooting, getting up, running, jumping off the thing. There was no disassembling the gun. So this is just every bit of this is just coping traps.
Himself off the edge with expert parkour precision. Tyler made the conscious expert decision to reassemble his rifle one last time and place it under a tree in a bush. He then changed back into his...
Imagine thinking that anybody would ever do that. Take the shot, disassemble, jump off, and then assemble it again.
I mean, even if he did, these people are acting like disassembling or assembling a rifle is like some big deal. If he's done it before,
but it makes absolutely no sense at all.
Yeah, well, the guy did a bunch of things that make no sense. I don't know. I don't even think this is a big deal. Yes, he did. He texted his boyfriend.
This would have been that's stupid. This would have been the absolute stupid. Like you take the shot and then you're gonna sit there and try to do stuff with the screwdriver. No, he didn't. But he shot it and got up and ran.
I agree.
Right away.
He didn't. I'm just saying, even if he did, it's a stupid argument to make. He did a bunch of stupid shit, it's almost like he didn't think he was gonna get caught, but at the same time, he was acting like he was gonna get caught. He's an idiot from the very beginning. So him being an idiot or doing weird shit
too. Didn't the dad say something like that? Like he was suicidal, so he didn't really he seems to not really care that much in the courtroom. He's just like, yep, he did it.
I don't know. The idea of this is like evidence. Oh, you guys think this stupid thing is, and it's so crazy. Like I'm just like taking them and just trying to steel man it. I don't think this is even crazy. Even they're under their own explanation.
No, that would be completely retarded. Dude. Completely retarded.
No, yeah, and he's a complete retard. So it just checks out. I don't know. It would be completely retarded. I agree.
The texting the things that he did was retarded. Yeah, and leaving the screwdriver. He said that could have been to adjust the scope.
Dude, I saw somebody be like, "Oh, why would he use the DNA towel that his boyfriend's DNA was on? Was he trying to send a message and try to blame the boyfriend? Maybe that's evidence." And I'm just like, dude, you guys are totally lost. He just used a towel and they're roommates. Like the idea that there wouldn't be DNA, like even if it's something gross and because they're like also lovers, then fine. Like obviously that's gross and yeah, okay. But it doesn't even need to be that. If you right now just test like a random rag at your family's house, it's going to be like that.
$10. I think they think he reassembled it because the Utah governor said that in a press still.
Okay, I'm sure maybe somebody misspoke or they had some bad information or he heard something wrong and so that somebody didn't really know.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure that they corrected this though. They haven't officially been saying.
Like I said,
you guys just didn't wait to the trial. You went off what one dude said in like early on in the fog of figuring out what's happening.
Yeah.
They always do that with conspiracies.
His blue jeans and maroon t-shirt in hyperspeed. Time for ice cream.
Well, gee, that makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, when you just get everything wrong and make it sound as cartoonish and stupid as possible. This is the level of their arguments too. Fed slop. Fucking retard. Dude, you want to see some of her fans? Check out this fan. Average Candace watcher. Dude, it disgusts me to think of the retarded mental. Like, imagine all the moms out there with young kids that they should be spending time with that are like glued to their phones watching Candace Owens.
Dude, this is bad. Dude, we will never be able to fully understand the damages that the COVID lockdowns had on the psyche of Americans. Like the kids that grew up during that time, like are socially retarded and partly illiterate. And the people who there's people who became like this, and the downstream effects of that, like we are still dealing with today. Absolutely.
So I don't normally get on here and talk about things like this, but I've been watching the Tyler Robinson trial. I've been following what happened with Charlie Kirk from day one since all this happened. This is just insane. And now they've got Lance Twiggs coming back in the picture, and their case is falling apart. Let's make him the fall guy. Y'all, this is insane. I have posted that.
First of all, he was never out of the picture.
Anonymous
the trial hadn't started
yet. I initially thought this was some kind of master plan, recognizing that only the most legitimately moronic people agreed is what made me reconsider my position after about a.
Yeah, that'll do it when you see, it's the Flat Earth Dave crew and the Candace Stu crew that's doing it. Yeah, it's probably schizophrenia. So they're doing some new thing now. That's the new talking point, is that like they're trying to blame Twiggs, the boyfriend, that he's the mastermind or he's the Fed, or that's what this is ultimately going to lead to for these people and their copes, is they're going to have to say that they're both actors. You know, because when he gets convicted and they read out the verdict and he's convicted to life or death or whatever they're going to do, you know, and he just like starts crying, they're going to be like, I thought he was a patsy. Why doesn't he say he didn't do it? He must be an actor. He must be in on it, right? That's what it's going to ultimately have to lead to. Bookmark that.
A theory twice on Angel Colbett's page, and twice it's got deleted. Y'all, Bear and Candace, they right. This is a setup, and this is insane. This is the world we live in. This is sad. This is scary. It's
See, they're scaring people, feeding them lies that like satanic conspiracies are hiding under every rock. She's scared. She's scared. Candace is so good. She's right. I'm scared. I need Jesus.
Live in. This is sad. This is scary. It's evil. If you don't have Jesus, you better find him, y'all. You better find him, because there is nothing else in this world that's going to save you.
Yeah, this is cruel.
Dude, they're blowing up the roadblocks, y'all. Y'all got to come to Jesus. Y'all got to listen to Candace, y'all.
If you guys can't see like your aunt or uncle or something like that, like, and see that this is like tormenting them, like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, this should make you infuriated. Yeah. Like, this should drive you insane.
He's coming back, and what's going on in this world is right in front of our faces, and the fact that people can't see it, it disgusts me.
It can't see it. Only she can see it. Her and Candace and Ian Carroll and Baron Coleman, only they can see the truth. It's so evil and satanic, so scary. I need Jesus so bad.
But I'm going to hang on to my faith and my Jesus, and he's going to pull through for me because he has every time, and I believe in him, and he is my everything. And if you don't have him, I pray for you. You better find him, because y'all, this world's scary. And if you don't have him, you better just hang it up.
See, they're scaring like low IQ Americans that there's demon baby eater, fallen angels running the world, and that they're blowing up Charlie's road mic and all of these other crazy things, you know, eating beef jerky babies, and that we just need Jesus. It's just so scary, and Candace is waking me up, and the whole world's in the darkness, and we just need Jesus, and Jesus is going to come. And this is like the perfect microcosm, the epitome illustrating what I'm always talking about with the conspiracy Christ brain. Incredible. Here's another one. Johan, thank you.
Tyler Robinson must be a total sociopath to have actually had an appetite to grab some fast food after if I was in that position, I wouldn't have been able to eat for.
I know. Could you imagine? I don't know. Maybe he was like proud of himself. He's like, I did it, and I've gotten away, and just like, or maybe he hadn't eaten all day. He woke up at like 4 a.m. to drive 4 hours to go case the spot. That's another new theory too. So as they were setting up in the morning, I guess he went down there and pretended he like tried to get some intel, some info, like, hey, who's speaking? Oh, they're going to speak right here. Oh, who's coming? So he can figure it out and like figure out his spot he wanted to do and all of that. And they're like, oh, he met with them. Is he working with TPUSA? Is he part of the op? Did he meet with his handler? Like, these people just have to stop. Once you're wrong about things for months and months, like, you don't just get to keep going, you know, eternally into infinity. You don't like, it should be 3 strikes, you're out. These people are on like strike 12. Here's another Candace Owens follower. What do I always say about them? Wine moms that love drama. They love conspiratainment. And they think of it as like a murder mystery.
I was gonna say it's like
crime.
the murder mystery, true crime
detective.
podcast. Yeah, this is like a real life version of that for these people. This is like that's why they're so excited. That's why so many people are so partly so excited about this whole thing.
And she just says it all. She says the thing.
People are like, oh, you actually fall for that? You actually fall for Candace Owens' conspiracy theories? I didn't think that I would ever watch her and like her. I'm a liberal. She's hilarious. And also, she has the actual... You know what?
She has actually nothing but lies. She's not hilarious. Does anybody think Candace is hilarious? It's hilarious. Like, it's hilarious how stupid she is, and she mispronounces things and makes a fool of herself. That's hilarious, but she's not hilarious. Also, liberal. Oh, liberal. These are a bunch of these people are like liberals, basically. Liberals that got freaked out in COVID and October 7th happened, and now they think they're dictating what's what around here.
Part of it is that it's liberals who discovered the JQ too, by the way. And they discovered the JQ through Israel and Gaza recently. So
October 7th, yeah.
Yeah, so basically they sat there and got like their conspiracy videos during COVID. Their brains are like softened up for this kind of shit. And then 10/7 comes along, and now they all think that they're red pilled on the JQ and things like that. Okay, so that is part of what is going on. Is like, this is what happens in, like, you know, certain people's brains when they get like, when they find out about this kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. I've seen this happen like a lot. It's not just these guys now.
Yeah. She thinks that Candace's 10-month harassment campaign on a grieving widow is hilarious. She thinks it's hilarious.
I'm a liberal. She's hilarious. And also, she has the actual... You know what sucks about liking a conspiracy theorist? Is that when you talk about it, you sound like a conspiracy theorist. But if you watched her
yeah, you sound like a retard.
show, you would understand that she is piecing together a murder mystery. She's a detective, which is...
She's a detective piecing together a murder mystery. That's how they see this. It is their true crime drama conspiratainment.
Dude, it's so much of it, I think, is that, dude, okay, the writing on TV shows and everything sucks ass. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? Like every show, everything sucks. So people are like looking for authenticity in a way, right? So they find it in these true crime dramas and things like that. Because
it's like reality TV true crime drama.
Exactly what I was just going to say. It's literally like an extension of reality TV, basically, guys. And it's like people like are moving on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing to get their fix. And like this is just like the logical conclusion of this, like the logical endpoint of that kind of entertainment. So it shouldn't surprise too many.
And so much of our audience is full of people just like these two women.
Yeah, you would understand that she is piecing together a murder mystery. She's a detective, which is what a good journalist is.
Dude, she thinks this is the type of person that thinks Candace is a good journalist. Here's another one. Let's hear this one.
Remember that vengeance is not mine. That's what Candace Owens said on her last episode. Remember that the Lord gives us the spirit of knowledge and wisdom. Charlie knew in advance that you were going to be the Iron Lady. Remember that David did not come for vengeance. David came specifically to bring down the giants. That was David's assignment.
Yeah. Charlie knew. God told Charlie that Candace was gonna harass his wife after he was murdered in front of everybody.
That's the thing too. Colvin and these guys are actually doing this unironically too. Like, oh, I talked to a woman who in her dream, Jesus and Charlie spoke to her about the great harvest. Remember we played that clip. Good joke, dude.
Candace woke up this morning. She's really trying to lean on the Jesus stuff, which she did, by the way. Remember when she was talking about the Egyptian plane? She says, this is the key to all of it. The Egyptian plane thing, we're so close, it's going to blow the whole thing over. It's going to blow the whole thing away. It's the key to all of it. The Egyptian planes. She says it's a God thing. She just knows because it's a God thing. God told her, right? She wakes up this morning and it's this. Wake up, fighters. Wake up, my Christ cuck army.
Nice boomer meme with the black boxes on either end. Did you see Milo ripped her for it? It's so funny.
Yeah. 20,000 likes. Go Max. Go tard. Go retard. Go conspiraslop. Wake up, the cross. She's doing this in the name of Jesus, guys. This is what Jesus would have wanted. And then the other one she does a whole prayer. There it is. 24,000 likes. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, blah, blah, blah. Cast into hell Satan, the evil spirits. Amen. Doing her public prayers. So I guess anybody that's calling her out for being a evil, lying demon the last 10 months, they must be bad, evil demons that are against Jesus because she did a prayer. Jesus is on her side, so anybody that opposes her or calls her on all her stupid lies and copes must be an evil demon because Christ is with her. See this manipulation, wrapping? And why does Adam focus on this? Yeah, this has nothing to do with what I cover. Kosher Christian disinfo and possible foreign controlled op narratives. And when I'm completely vindicated. Typical Christian framing, wrapping herself in religion. So manipulative.
I'll be right back a sec. I can hear you, though.
Okay. I'm going to do the video of this guy that Ian Carroll is citing. Ex-Green Beret Valhalla says that the bullets shown in court could not possibly have caused the wound we saw on Charlie.
All right, guys. So conveniently, I just happen to have the exact 30-06 spring.
You know what, Ian? What I would say definitely could not have caused what happened on Charlie's neck and getting the bullets out of his body, by the way, the fragments, the road mic that you've been pushing.
Field. They're actually 150 grain rounds at my house. Look at that. There they are. Now, looking back at this picture, I actually do think one of these rounds is a soft point round. and it looks like the other ones are FMJ rounds from what I'm looking at. But just so you guys understand, there's no difference here. And actually, if
there's no difference, between soft point that is designed to break up and fragment and a full metal jacket, no difference. Then why are they called different things if there's no difference? Why are they in different boxes?
If they're soft point rounds, this becomes even worse because
no. Soft point rounds break up. They spread apart and break up inside. So I don't even care what this guy, Green Beret or not, what he has to say. That's trash. And there's plenty of other people with credentials that will tell you that is absolute trash.
Soft point rounds are specifically
mushroom out. Mushrooming out is breaking up, though. It can't break up if it doesn't mushroom out.
Killing elk and moose, right? You guys want me to actually read you the description straight from the box of what these rounds are supposed to do? Here you go. They are designed for deep penetration and in controlled expansion up to twice the diameter, the expansion of the round, which means his head would have been blown off, than a typical round, right? Not only that, the height weight retention won't break up or separate for more effective stopping power. So these rounds are designed to not break up. We also know that Charlie had 5 or 6 fragments because the bullet broke up. And they are also designed
Holy shit, he's an idiot.
He's so lying, dude. Do soft point bullets mushroom and break up? Yes, soft point bullets are specifically designed to expand mushroom when they strike the tissue. And depending on the construction, impact velocity, what they hit, they can also shed fragments or partially break up. What is this guy talking about, dude?
Imagine reading the box as evidence there. Holy shit, what an idiot. I can't even believe that. Whatever, dude. I can't believe people
we're going to show you all the other gun experts saying that this guy's absolutely full of shit.
Go through a moose. The soft points. Now, FMJs are typically not what you're going to hunt with. You can, but they're still designed. So these are designed to penetrate as far as possible and expand as big as possible to blow the biggest hole possible to make the most damage possible because you're trying to get through elk, moose, giant animals, right? Also,
no, if they were trying to get through it, it would not expand. They would not design it to expand and mushroom out. It's like
the way you can tell, and I don't want to.
I don't know what a body language too much, but he's like refusing to look at the camera a whole lot right here.
Damage possible because you're trying to get through elk, moose, giant animals, right? Also,
I don't want to do that.
The way you can tell, and I don't want to. I'm not actually going to show the whole thing because who knows, but you can see the tips of these, right? The difference is. I don't know if you guys can see. One's round, and it's got, see how the top is all brass, and then the top of that one is lead. The soft points have lead tops, and they're actually designed to, again, expand and create massive damage as they blow through. So, the weapon and the rounds that Tyler used are specifically designed to kill moose and elk.
Did he read the wrong box?
Steven
Is that what you're saying?
Sent $10 he used to do vet bro drama. Then he started getting more views for conspiracy stuff and sold. He had been on Alex Jones as.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's so many influencers that have made their careers on this.
$5. This entire debacle is so embarrassing, for it really shows the world we are indeed a nation of the year, ascribing malice to some people where stupidity is just as plausible.
I know.
No, I think it's a mix of
I say stupid or liars. It has been a debacle, or a debacle, as Candace says. It's been quite the debacle that Candace has dragged us through.
So there we go. We know it's not some accelerator round. It's not some frangible round. It is basically the most powerful. So not the grain weight could be a little bit higher, but again, these are standard. This is what you're going to buy at Bass Pro Shop to go on a live big game with. So there you go, guys. Don't know how we're gonna. Even my buddies who are privy to there is a possibility that it's low grain or shitty ammunition, bad loads, reloads. It's not Grandpa's old ammunition. It's not Grandpa's reloaded ammunition.
We had
Those are brand new rounds, straight out the box.
Could have been
from Walmart. So,
thank you, Nate. That was.
All right. Okay. So now let's go see the quotes I think I have of these guys saying, okay. tells you that shape charge and EFPs are the same thing. It doesn't get... Okay, so they're saying he's gotten other stuff wrong. Let's see. It's specifically designed to expand. Phoenix Ammunition called it back in April. So did Amalek and me, by the way. I don't know if I said specifically soft point, but I was like, there's different types of rounds, and some of them break
in
up.
the spaces, I literally described the green box of Remington ammo, and like I was like, yes, I fully understand that if you're going to the store, the most likely box you would have grabbed was FMJ, but that isn't proof that that's what he grabbed.
Keep talking right now. Hold on.
Yeah. That's not proof of that. Well, that's what he grabbed. It could have been anything, and I know which kind of rounds it could have been. Right? Dude, these people are pretending like that round, like even in that SEAL's description, he's acting like it's gonna hit the person and then like explode, like it's some sort of like explosive ammo, like high impact sort of like 25 millimeter rounds or something crazy like that. That is not how bullets react. Like, I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know. It's embarrassing that this is still going on. I can't even believe that like how many people are doing it. But like I said, I think this is going to keep going. I don't think that this court case is even remotely over. This isn't the last episode we're going to be doing about this. People who are tired of it,
Sorry,
I get
guys,
it.
I got the call.
Oh,
I got
nice,
the call. Dude. Actually, I was wrong. Candace is right, guys. Candace
oh, wow,
is right.
Nice. Oh,
and I'm
cool,
going on
dude.
vacation soon. I'm going to Russia on vacation. just got the news. Candace was right all along, guys. My bad. Yep. Erica did it. Israel did it. Charlie was turning. Yep, it's over. It's over. I was wrong. My bad. No, I'm just kidding. It was the vet. My cat's getting spayed right now, and they just said she's going to be able to pick up in a few hours. So that's actually what the call was. All right, what is this? Okay, Felix Ammunition says this was back in April, too. He called this. They specifically designed to reduce the chance of an exit wound. That's precisely why they're marketed and sold for. As traditional cup and core bullet, the core locked jacket is locked to a lead core, delivering consistent weight retention and 2x expansion on game. So it's supposed to expand.
Rabbi Mizrahi sent $5. Thanks for taking my call, Adam. Shalom.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Mizrachi. It was KGB. You see this list of everybody that I put together that's been pushing this, and almost every single one of them is a Russia shill or has like some serious Russia connection. Also,
yeah,
just noticing things.
Dude, and it's not like a super like big conspiracy either. Like it's obvious that like Russia supports like retarded influencers that do this type of thing. Like their purpose is chaos, and all they have to do is slip you a dick pills ad or some sort of advertisement, and you don't even know that you're like linked to Russia. And for a lot of these influencers, that's what's going on. Like, so even if they don't know them that they're being used this way, they are doing. That is what they're doing. They are part of this like greater conspiracy network that Russia does support.
He says Valhalla doesn't know shit about firearms. He didn't even know that you could change out stocks. All right. Isn't it funny how he can say, oh, that you guys are going to move the goalpost, and then you're wrong, and now you're moving the goalpost. And you're moving the goalpost that you were, a few days ago, you were claiming that it was the Rode mic. That's all you guys have been doing is getting things wrong and then moving the goalpost. With straight arrogance the whole time and smugness. Total idiot. When is he going to admit he was wrong about anything and apologize to anybody if he had any integrity at all? Okay, what else does Felix Ammunition say? He says, this retard read the marketing pitch on the side of the box and used that as affirmative evidence. It's an ancient round manufactured using ancient techniques. I would fully expect to see jacket separation given it has no bonding or chemical interlock between the core. This guy makes ammunition, by the way. But I don't expect either of you to understand this because, well, you're fucking retarded grifters. The only reason I own any core locked is because it was cheap on sale and I can use it as target ammo. I would never actually use it to shoot an animal. Compared to modern rifle ammo, it's significantly outdated in every regard. Tyler used it because it's cheap and readily available. All right. Literally, Remington products use a 30-06, uses kind of soft point, tipped hollow point, expanding copper, designed to specifically to deform or break into pieces when impacting soft tissue. So all of you assholes saying, it's impossible, no way, you don't know anything. It's no way that it was that I was a 30-06 that did that. They planted the wrong gun that matched the wound as if they would be that retarded. All right. So this dude called it back in April. And I called it back. It happened. He was killed September 10th. I guess the conspiracies really started to pick up. And the week after that, 10 days later,
Yep.
I asked ChatGPT, I said, hey, can this round, is it common that it doesn't go through? And this is what it told me. Oh, did Mossad program it for people to ask this question? That'll be the next cope,
I'd say
right?
It's probably only around maybe
Ad hoc copes for everything that we have. So this was me 10 days after it happened.
So if we're focusing specifically on a bullet hitting the neck from a bit of an angle and then staying lodged inside the body, the likelihood is generally pretty low. In most cases, a high-powered rifle bullet is still going to have enough energy to pass through the neck area and come out the other side. The neck has a lot of soft tissue and not a ton of bone that would really halt the bullet. In terms of a rough percentage, you might say it's probably only around maybe 10 to 20% or even less of a chance that the bullet would stay lodged in the neck area if it hits bone. Most of the time, it's going to go right through. So overall, it's far more likely that the bullet just exits rather than stays in. So if we're focusing specifically on a bullet hitting the neck from a bit...
Okay. So even then, I said, well, it says it's a low possibility, but it is possible. And then now that we know it was a soft point, it's even more. I didn't ask it. I asked it again today, actually, about the exact soft point and everything hitting vertebrae. And it said, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure it can stop. But all you guys just insisted that it was absolutely impossible. And instead, you thought it was more likely that a Rode mic or a palm mic or a trap door or whatever else, a drone, electrocution, all the other stupid shit you said. Yeah, 1 in 5 is possible. Okay. Oh, Headless Giant says, come on, we all knew there would be a magic bullet as soon as the FBI released those idiotic, non-time-stamped text message admissions of guilt. Update on that, Headless Giant, huh? Checking in with Headless Giant? They got the metadata and the photographs of the text messages and Twig saying, yeah, those are my real text messages. What now, huh? Who is idiotic? Headless Giant? Was Headless Giant in the spaces with you, Amalek, talking shit about this?
I don't know if he talks shit, but yeah, he was in the spaces with it. Yeah, they were all in the spaces with it. I mean, look, everybody was doing this to me in the spaces, saying that they didn't. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. It's funny to go back and see it.
Yeah, now he says they can't match the bullet fragments to the Kirk to his rifle, which we've known, but then this idiot says, what are we doing here? No weapon, no witnesses, no case. They got the weapon. The fired cartridge is still in there with the other ones that he carved on. It's his grandpa's gun. He's on video there. The witness of his boyfriend says that he confessed and said he did it. What do you mean no case? But look, 13,000 likes. Yeah, the bullet broke up into a bunch of small pieces and it's bent up. That's why they can't match it. 78,000. I unfollowed this idiot because of this. Like, okay, you've been getting it wrong up until before the trial. You couldn't keep it in your pants and you had to splurge all over everybody before the trial came. But now that the trial's here and the evidence is coming out and you're wrong about everything, if you can't just buck up and man up and admit you were wrong, you're going to double down. You're dead to me. I want nothing to do with you. And all the internet should mass block all these people. No credibility forever. If you read this, you are gay. Is that what he wrote on it? Meme culture.
That was
Luigi
that's a meme.
Also wrote on his bullets.
Yeah.
Same with the other trans shooter of the Catholic school, right? That I think that's who it was. Or no, who was it? The guy that filmed, it was like Joker. He filmed all of his cartridges and everything. Which one was that? That was one of the school shooters, I think. So
that was like the Nashville shooter, I think it was.
And when Charlie Kirk got shot, I know me, I didn't think Israel did it. And all the people saying Israel did it, days before they were calling Charlie Kirk like working for the Jews. But as soon as he died, then all of a sudden, he was turning on him. I haven't read this letter still. Redacted letter from Tyler Robinson to trans lover accidentally shown in court. I guess it wasn't approved to show until the trial or something. But let's see what this says. Oh, and by the way, who was it? Ian Carroll says, they tell you Tyler Robinson confessed multiple times and his own parents testified he did, but those are lies. Oh, dude, only Ian tells the truth. Everything else must be a lie. The parents, the boyfriend, the letter, the camera, like all they're all lies, I guess. Everything's a lie. You just said, maybe you're a lie, Ian. If everything's a lie, then I think you're a lie. Any of those were true, they would have been presented as evidence. Where's Tyler's confession? Dude, he hasn't even had a chance to plead guilty or not yet. And the confession is right here on the letter and in the text messages that his boyfriend testified to. Ian and Candace are making millions doing this. I know. I know they are. He said, Luna, if you are reading this, my text, then I am so sorry. I left house this morning on a mission and set an auto text. I am likely dead or facing a lengthy prison sentence. I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and I took it. I don't know if I will have succeeded, but I had hoped to make it home to you. I wish we could have lived in, and I guess the rest is cut off. All right. He says,
check out what I just posted in the chat.
Where's the confession? We gave you the confession, and what is it going to... Now they'll say, oh, that's fake. You can't ask for something. It's provided to you, and then you say it's fake. And they're doing that, too. They're like, oh, look, he's used a comma in the wrong place. He would be smart enough. He went to college. He would know where comma goes. Like, just, you got to stop. They got to stop, Amalek. Where did you drop it?
In the chat, I don't see it. Hang on, I'll put it again.
Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Nick Sorter. High quality surveillance has just been shown in court showing Robinson taking the shot. No way.
Hold on, that's not the show. That's not what his video is. He explains
Robinson
it can't be showed yet.
Okay.
They showed it to they just showed the shot. Everyone's saying they don't even have a video of him taking the shot. Well, apparently they just showed a high quality video version of that to everybody in court, but they're not showing it in public to taint the jury because they don't want to taint the jury pool. So everyone that's freaking out and being like, they don't even have a video. Apparently they do, and we're going to see that.
Yeah.
So all
Zelensky
you
says,
idiots,
let's see the video then. How about you wait until the trial, you moron? Have you guys not learned
do you
to have
not
a little
understand how
patience and wait for
trials
the
work?
trial?
Holy shit. You guys are dipshits. In what world
How come we don't get to see it?
Why don't we?
Wait
very
till the
cool.
trial. That we just explained why.
Have none of you
and by
ever...
the way, they were saying that we did already have the footage of the security cam from the other building of him running across, laying down right at this time of the shot.
We
he
will
hops up
see
and
it
runs
too.
and jumps off. We already had that. It was just far away. And we were watching it recorded on the screen in the courtroom. So the original clip is going to be higher quality when that gets released.
they're just idiots, dude.
Zelensky, you're a moron, dude. Seriously, every day in here, you and Layla, like, are you even real? What are you even doing here? Go watch Candace or Stu Peters. You don't belong here if you're going to be this retarded. We don't need you here, this dead weight.
Yeah, you two have no idea how court cases or trials work. Please shut the fuck up. You guys are idiot. Like, you're an idiot. Whoever just said that, you're an idiot. You don't know anything at all about this. If you think that this preliminary trial, like I even said this is outside of the norm of how they would do a preliminary trial, and how much eyes are getting on, and all these other things. Yeah. I do know about this. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Zelensky says he's a big donor. Where are you a big donor? On here?
He
Super
said
chat,
on another name
chats?
earlier. He said on another.
Oh, by
name.
another name.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
Why? If you think that I'm an idiot and wrong about all this important stuff, I don't understand why, dude.
Dude, the idea that they would put that. Okay, guys. Do you understand that the jury has not been selected for the case yet? So everybody understands that if they put a video out in public right now of Tyler Robinson taking the shot, do you understand that taints the jury pool, and it taints the ability for them to give him a fair trial that he's guaranteed under law? Do you guys understand that is why they're not putting this stuff out? It is not a conspiracy. This stuff will come out when the case is done. We will have that video, okay?
Hey,
you guys understand that?
Anjarxis, my dragon Anjarxis says he wasn't talking about you and me. He was talking about Zelensky and Layla.
Okay, sorry. I'm heated at everyone. I'm gonna fight all of you at once. Okay,
Yes, Blue Ocean. There's no conspiracy. Tyler shot him. Okay, there's no conspiracy. Yeah. The government doesn't lie absolutely every single time. Real things happen. Okay, you're gonna have to deal with that. Gay Fed Nick also says don't blame Israel. Nick was right about this too, and Nick, like us, was calling out all this Jew stuff a decade before all these other idiots running around muddying the waters.
This is actually how the whole, like, oh, you're taking Nick's side thing started with me too. All you guys that are listening right now who are complaining constantly to me and to Adam that, oh, I'm a secret groiper or something stupid like that. Like this started with that back then. With me just saying, hey, Nick is also right about this, and people getting all upset in their feelings. Oh, the gay Mexican Fed Nick, he also agrees with that. So you're taking Nick's side, and it's like, you know what, dude, you guys have no idea what you're doing, and you do make people like Nick. You're helping him and his side when you guys do this. It basically makes it so that anyone who's not retarded is like, oh wow, look, Nick was right about this. He seems pretty reasonable. The Groipers are pretty reasonable. They didn't take the bait on this. And it's just helping them. Like, you guys are totally incompetent. And he's just right. Like, Nick is just right about this. Every single thing that he said is the same shit we've been saying. So I don't know what your guys' deal is, that you think that, oh, just because Nick said that we have to take the opposite opinion. If that's how your brain works and that's the kind of content that you want, like, just, I don't know, like, fuck off. Like, nobody wants to do that for you. I don't want to do that. Tell you what you want to hear every day. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, this video, there's nothing to this video. It's just, I don't know why.
Do they say it?
No, it's just showing how the cops are moving in and out of the thing. There's nothing.
Oh, okay.
The post is what matters.
$5. The hallmark of idiocy is being incapable of understanding you can adjust your viewpoint when presented with better. Most of Americans are just idiots now.
So we're gonna get I'm amazed that they even have a video. Everybody was like, "Oh no, there's no video of him pulling the trigger and seeing the gun come out with a clear view of his whole face. Like, I guess he's innocent. There's no evidence." That's the line they were doing. And you're telling me there's an even better. And I'm like, what do you mean there is? You can see him on all the security footage going up to the stairwell. You can see him running across the roof and then jumping off the roof. But you're telling me there's an even better video of him taking the shot?
So they're gonna have isn't that that's what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to share it with you. How funny is that? So we're gonna have a video, apparently a high quality video of him literally taking the shot and then I guess getting up and running and doing the whole thing. How funny is this? So these guys are going to deny it through that video. Do you guys understand what's about to happen? They're going to deny it up to that, like all the way through that. You guys are going to hold on to that. He's going to
stand up in court. He's going to plead guilty and just try to not get the death penalty. And you're going to say, "Oh, it's just a show trial. He's an actor." That's where this inevitably is going to go. To just go, nuh-uh, fake, fed slop, like that's all they've ever done, really.
Yeah,
Look at this.
It's just crazy.
Grok says, how likely is a soft point 180 grain 30-06 from 20-foot elevation, 130 yards, neck near collarbone, fragment, and not exit? 50 to 70% range overall chance, Grok estimates.
There's a billion factors that go into this, guys. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
9 Macrometer sent $5.
Yeah.
The feds say don't drink bleach. It's all a cover-up. Go under the sink, patriots, and purge the nano machines or you're jail.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the type of logic that people are doing. Or they'll say, oh, well, JFK is a conspiracy, so this has to be too. So because there's been the government's lied before, there's been a conspiracy, you can just say anything you want, and if we say no, there's no evidence, you go, but they lied before.
Yeah, they're going to like his defense is trying to get him off of the death penalty. Kind of, that's their goal. That's their goal. I don't even think they're going to try to get him off completely. Like they're not even trying.
The enemy says he doubts it's going to go to trial. They might just
I know.
plead guilty and try to do a plea deal.
Yeah, just to get him off of death penalty.
Happy Friday.
Thank you, Anjarxis. I'm ready for dragons on Sunday.
1776 Thies equals sent $0 on Hey Adam and need more at Stain Law Dissident. I just tagged you on AI Candace Mad Dog Wine advertisement I made on X.
Somebody just
menthol grape flavored for schizo wine moms.
Oh,
These
nice.
deniers are worse.
Oh, hell yeah.
New merch for Candace? I'll look for it. Okay, here it is.
While you're pulling that up, somebody's just said in the chat, why did the guy in the crowd... Oh, hold on.
SK8 Orbazad sent $0 on the Kirk conspiracy rests on the premise that Charlie was such a big threat to Israel that they had to kill him. I just don't buy that. And he was a mediocre talking head, and sort of ugly too.
Yeah. They're doing this, but they're just not. They're not poisoning Tucker or Candace or anybody. Not even that. They're not even demonetizing them and banning them or suppressing them in the algorithm. They're being boosted and botted by, if anything.
So somebody said, why did the guy in the crowd yell and say he did it? That guy is a crazy political person who's famous in the area for doing stuff like this constantly. It's like he goes to political events and makes a big spectacle of things, okay? That is not evidence of anything. That is not evidence, even if he was somehow involved in all this other stuff. However, we have text messages between Tyler Robinson and his boyfriend where they say, oh, I thought they caught some other guy, some old guy. And he said, yeah, I don't know. It was some, I don't remember exactly what the text messages say, but they are talking about that guy, that whole thing going on. The idea that guy is proof of anything is ridiculous. Honestly, just go look into him. First of all, he's not Jewish. First of all, everyone was like, oh, why is Zin?
He's a crazy
blah, blah,
person.
Blah. He's just
who would yell something like that after an assassination? A crazy person. Guess what? Crazy
Dude, he literally,
people show
there's
up to
articles of him doing that. He's literally, there's articles of him. Oh, he started
being
screaming in the middle of this thing.
I remember when it first happened, we were on a space with the other Mormon idiot from Utah's name was Sam Parker, and he said he knew that guy because he shows up political stuff and is always acting a fool.
Yes, he's like a local. Celebrity for showing up at places and causing a scene like that. So okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing was, wait, hold on, I gotta go back up. It was, why did they pave over the crime scene? Okay, first of all, let's just do the obvious. Charlie Kirk's blood is all over the pavement and the soil of the grass.
It was grass.
Okay. Yeah. Why in the world would they keep that there like that?
That's a biohazard. It's a biohazard. They can't pour bleach on it, then all the grass will just be bleachy, blooded.
Yeah, what do you guys expect them to keep?
They were
going to
set up a memorial too. They wanted to put cement down to do a memorial.
Oh, we're gonna.
And it was after, like, okay, the shooting happens. They know where the shot came from. They check out the area. They investigate it. How long does that take? A day, and then it's okay. Like, pave over, do whatever you want, set up the memorial, clean it up. That's all it was. If that's the best thing that you have that you're clinging and holding on to, in the face of all the overwhelming evidence, like, you have nothing and you need to drop it.
There was no, dude, the one state, you're an idiot. This is the normie show now. Do you guys ever talk about Jesus anymore? We're showing you and exposing Christianity, like what the Christians are doing. They're all doing this, except for Nick, by the way. He's like the only one not in the Christian camp. You guys
get my new Mad Dog 2020 Great Menthol from my Conspiracy Retard Wine Moms Club. Get it now!
Retard
Get my new Mad Dog 20.
Yeah, dude, hey, who's that? One State. If you keep saying that it's a blood squib and that he's still alive, if I see that one more time, you're blocked. Final warning. I have no patience and tolerance for that type of mental illness anymore. Go take that to Flat Earth Dave's chat. Go fuck with BitChute, okay? That I don't want to see that trash here. I'm not entertaining the lunatics, the lunacy.
Yeah. Somebody put in there, Zinn sent a bond thread to the Salt Lake City Marathon. Guys, there's like a dozen articles on different stories like that with that Zinn guy. The idea that he wouldn't have done that. Like, if thinking that that's sus is like, you just haven't looked into him at all then.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you for that. Yeah, no evidence was lost. They checked it out like, okay, it's Charlie's blood. Like, what do you think that you're going to find there? You already are agreeing that there was no exit wound. So, like, what do you think happened? The only thing it could be is, oh, the road mic blew up and there was shattered glass in the grass, right? But your argument is the road mic blew up because all the shattered glass is in a nice little pile in the van. So those contradict each other. So you got nothing.
You all are fucking retards if you're trying to convince me it's Robinson. You all are just scared of losing your incomes. The state's got
Somebody said
nothing,
that?
you morons. Yeah,
that's
it's
my
a
live chat?
6 foot tall guy in the it's a 6 foot tall guy in the videos. Block me. If you're convinced by the height arguments, you are an actual cattle peasant retard. We need to get you out of the gene pool. Okay, you should not be allowed to continue.
My incomes, dude. I've lost. I'm calling out people that donate to me over this. I've been losing subscribers on Twitter because of this. Candace makes like $1 million a month doing this shit. Ian Carroll, similar. All right. What are you talking about? Do you realize on this list of people how much more money all of these people make than I make? Where's my list? Okay, I lost it, I guess. Anyway, also, that's no argument. How much money did Candace pay Ian? How much money does Candace make? To act like this is I'm making so much money exposing all these retards online with 300 people in the chat. Oh, here is the list.
I wish the government would go after these people too, by the way. Fuck them.
I need to do the list again, an updated one, because I've been adding people, and everyone that's a Russia shill or has a serious Russia connection gets a Russian flag next to them, and I swear it would be almost everyone. Candace, Tucker, Ian Carroll, Baron Coleman, Jimmy Dore, Stu Peters, Lionel, Owen Benjamin, Sam Tripoli, Kurt Metzger, Tim Dillon, the comedy side, InfoWars, Diligent Denizen, Elizabeth Lane, Sneeko, Jake Shields, Dan Bilzerian, George Galloway, Jackson Hinkle, Third World Dugan Crowd, Ryan Matta, Sam Parker, Leonardo Joni, Sean Ryan, Mel Crazy Lady, Clint Russell, David Nino Rodriguez, Drewski, Ben Swan worked for RT, Mike Adams, JP Sears, Christina Iverson, Emerald Robinson. That's my list so far. And every one of them push this bullshit with smugness and arrogance, and is absolutely wrong. Alex Jones, yesterday, the 5 biggest bombshells that destroyed the Tyler Robinson prosecution this week. Dude, as if the prosecution has been destroyed. The defense has been destroyed. Expose the Enemy says, QAnon is the literal government now, bro. None of us believe them. We are looking at public available evidence. Yeah, it's not about believing the government. We're seeing what all the evidence is, and we're seeing the shit you guys say. And we're determining that you conspiracy tards are full of shit.
They have no evidence. You guys have literally no evidence whatsoever for any arguments against. You have nothing. If I sat here for the next 24 hours allowing you to come up and give me every single piece you have nothing. And I know this because I've done this. I've literally sat here for hours and entertaining every single one of you guys' stupid autistic theories. You have nothing.
Another account too, this is his backup account, but Adam Media with 540,000 followers. Big, like, Muslim third world Russia shill. He says the unipolar world is dead. This is the funeral. So Dugan is anti-West, anti-America. He's one of the top promoters of this in Candace early on, and all of the kosher Christian Muslim controlled op slop. All right.
Imagine being one state and telling us to present a shred of evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, dude.
Yeah. All these people, we warned how delusional you were. We warned you to wait to the trial. Instead, you called us feds. You accused us of working for the Jews. And now their credibility should be destroyed forever. They should never come back from this. Everybody on that list, discredited forever. Log off. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Where are we at on time, too? Oh, just under 2 hours.
Holy shit, Candace says that she now. Somebody said, did Candace Owens and her simp minions just move on from Exploding Mike or what? And then she responds, no, or not at all. Even more convinced at this pre-trial. Been on vacation, but don't worry, we'll be back next week. So she's now more convinced of the Exploding Mike theory, you guys. Do you understand how stupid this is?
Oh. At what point do we everybody just stop listening to her? Just go, okay, Candace, fuck off.
I mean, this is worse than anything I remember with the Sandy Hook thing. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah. How come I got banned from YouTube for exposing Israel and Jewish stuff in 2020 when Candace was working for them? But now she's on YouTube spreading this Israel and Erica killed Charlie message to, 100 million people or some shit on YouTube. Huh? How does that make any sense to anybody? Tyler Robinson turned in by his parents.
He arrived there about 9 p.m. that evening.
The reason you went down there was you had
Talmuda Tinai, thank you.
Told that an individual wanted to turn themselves in.
That's correct.
Did you observe that individual?
I did.
And where was?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be so mad if they don't
defamation
sue her.
lawsuits against Candace, I hope, are glorious. I hope everybody.
Dude, if they do the Christian shit where she goes, "Oh, I forgive them," and we're not gonna rehash this, blah blah blah. Like, if that's what TPUSA and Erica Kirk do, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. They need vengeance. They need retribution on this. They need to fuck these people up, not just for what they've done with this Charlie thing, but for on behalf of all of the people in the world who are like have a brain. Like, these people all need to pay financially. Candace Owens and her husband should be homeless, living underneath a bridge.
Yeah, in jail. They should be in jail for what they've done. Expose the Enemy says China is cooking right now while we are arguing about retarded conspiracy theories. Dude, we have so many real issues in this world, and instead, like, the whole cultural focus and dialogue, the discourse has been hijacked by this mental illness, this kosher distraction mental illness.
That person at the time.
Yeah, Jones got sued for billions of dollars, but Candace is going to get away with this. It's not even in the same ballpark how much worse what Candace did.
So when we arrived, we went into the room that we were in. It was one of their office, the cubicles there. On the wall, there was a television monitor where I viewed an individual on that screen that was sitting in one of the soft interview rooms. That room was equipped with audio, video recording device, and so I observed him on that screen at that time.
Were you aware, or did you become aware?
Okay, yeah, so the video of him on the screen turning himself in, here's Sam Tripoli. Where is it? Okay, yeah, here. Look, so Sam Tripoli says, the dude who sucks off Israel is gaslighting you right now. So Brandon Tatum, he does suck up to Israel. And this is why I hate that you guys, instead of criticizing them for true things, you're handing them W's and making them look like they're on the right side of things because you're stupid accusations. Nobody is gaslighting you, Sam Tripoli. This is the security footage of him at the police department.
Talmudanati sent $5. How come Charlie Kirk's family is nowhere to be
They've
seen?
been at the trial. What do you mean?
The architectural company
they're in the courtroom.
supposedly ran shut down in 2012, right about the time Kirk and Turning
So
Point
what?
showed Kirk
So
might
what?
just be a stage name. That's my theory, at least.
Yeah, stage name, dude. Dude, that has absolutely nothing to do with Charlie at all. What about this? What about that? What about this? Oh, his dad lost his job 13 years ago. Well, that must be connected. Dude, I don't know where you heard that one, but you just gotta stop. When we debunk 100 things and show that all the people promoting it are pathological liars and grifters, you don't just keep going. It's over. Just like let it die. It is over.
Dude, we have his name literally written in his yearbook, guys. I've seen the photographs of the yearbooks for both Erica and him. In his yearbook, his name is Kirk. Charlie Kirk. He doesn't have a stage name, you fucking idiots. Holy shit.
Okay, so Sam says that we're gaslighting that this is Tyler Robinson turning himself in. It's like he's in the courtroom. They have him in custody. He's in jail. They got the police squad to bring him into the courthouse, and he gets in there, and people see him on video in the courtroom. So why would this not be him turning himself in if he's in custody today? Sam, I don't know if this is a bit or you're just literally retarded, but this is disgraceful, dude. Shut the fuck up and stick to comedy, dude. This is retarded. You're going to keep running your mouth with all this bullshit, flooding the internet with kosher bullshit. You won't debate any of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him, Owen Benjamin, all Stu Peters, Ian Carroll, every one of these people. All trash. It's not funny. It's not cool. All right? It's bullshit. It's the same story every time with everything. It's all the kosher bullshit. All right, you're gone. One state. Never seen Adam expose himself so comprehensively. Gone forever, dude. Fuck off.
Let's go. Bye. Goodbye.
What time that individual?
That's the guy who's been saying that I am like a secret groiper, dude. Mm-hmm. Anyone who thinks this because I agree with Nick when he's right and I criticize him when he's wrong. If anyone thinks that about me, you're an idiot and you deserve the ban and you deserve everything. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. Get wrecked. Bye.
Yeah, these loser trolls too. Yeah, everybody in the chat's happy that one state's gone. It's just obnoxious. Like, what are you even doing?
Sheriff's office.
I was told he arrived there about 9 p.m. that evening.
And
these people for months have been saying, "Oh, it's fake because the chat came after he turned himself in. It's impossible." Baron Coleman said that. Ian Carroll said that. You're totally wrong again.
With anybody else?
He'd come there with his parents and a family friend.
Did you speak with this individual that we've been talking about?
Yes, I did.
Did you get his name?
Yes, we obtained his name and date of birth.
What was his name?
Tyler Robinson.
Did he tell you that himself?
He did.
Heart rate
You mentioned
check?
other individuals came there with him.
84,
and then you
little
also
elevated.
said that you had kind of coordinated
chill,
with the
though.
team of law enforcement.
It feels good. It feels good. Do you think I care about some retard idiot with their stupid shit? I could not care less. Your opinion matters absolute zero to me. You think I care what retards online think?
That were there. Were those other individuals spoken with by law enforcement?
They were.
Let's go through them. How did that happen?
Okay, we get the point. Jimmy Dore.
Hey, Christians, I haven't.
Another Russia shill, Jimmy Dore, another comedian, says sharing Lionel, another guy that's all over RT, and used to always be on InfoWars, says the people who believe the official story of Kirk's assassination should have their brains studied in a lab when they die.
Oh, okay. Well, what does that mean about you, Jimmy? Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy because he's all into this
Why are you getting so mad? Oh, we're just asking questions. No, you're saying this type of shit. Zynal. Yeah, that's what I've been calling him, Zynal, forever.
Dude, Jimmy is doing this thing where he's like, oh, I'm into young, and oh, people are just projecting onto others what they feel and what they're doing. Like he's constantly doing that bit while at the same time like doing that exact thing that he's talking about. It's fucking insane.
I told him you should log off and go back to smoking.
He should get back to weed. Yeah, 100%. He stopped smoking weed recently, like I guess like 2 or 3 years ago, and he should just start smoking weed again.
No, you need your brain checked, bro. But see what I'm saying too? This is what they've been saying the last 10 months to us. This type of thing. We don't believe every kooky lie Candace says, and then we're accused of being Jews and working for the Jews and cover. They did the same bullshit with Epstein too. We go, there's no Baal bank account that clearly says bank name, not Baal, and they go, oh, you're covering for the Jewish pedophiles. No, it's beef jerky is just beef jerky. Look, there's the recipe. There's the chef from the restaurant, and you go, oh, you're covering for the cannibals and the Satanist, Adam. Jimmy Dore originally platformed and pushed Jackson Hinkle. He's in deep with the Russia shill crowd, guys. The Blumenthals, all those.
Well, he's deep with LaRouche, too. I mean, I've talked about it before, and we got to do a whole episode on them. Maybe I got to write an article on them. I was going to last week. Maybe that's the next thing I write, because people don't really understand what that group is and what they do. But Jimmy is absolutely in with that whole crowd. And he has them on his show, people from that group, constantly. And part of what that group does is it uses conspiracy theories and like what I would call like kosher anti-Semitism to basically like try to like co-opt the far right or the nationalist right with what I would call like Marxist ideas. Okay, that's the name of the game, and that is like Jimmy Dore is part of that crew. So I don't know, like all of his friends.
Jimmy Dore is always saying it's Zionism, not Judaism, or they're all secular, or they worship, they're satanic, and that type of stupid shit.
Yeah, also. They do part of the stuff where they like blame the royal family of the UK, and
they're Europeans, they're not real Jews. He does that too.
Yeah.
All the wrong stuff that we always point out is the kosher controlled op talking points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jimmy Dore. Let's see, this fat ass Project Constitution denizen.
I still like watching Jimmy.
They've been wrong about absolutely everything, but let's hear the new theory. Why not? Let's hear the new theory. And it's, I guess they're saying that Lance Twiggs is like the Fed handler or some stupid shit like that, as if that means some big difference. Hey, maybe the guy was involved and knew more about the plan. I'm open to that. Same with Colvin. Everybody's open to that idea. And in the trial, he might actually get charged for some shit if we're able to prove that he had prior knowledge or knew the plan or something, or maybe inspired him to do it in some way.
I saw somebody just claim I'm going to wait to see the clip. I haven't seen it, but apparently he knew about the engraved bullets beforehand. So it's like, okay, so
he got the Dremel for him to engrave the bullets. Yeah,
exactly. So, okay. So what did he think that was being engraved for? Basically is what I would say.
All right. So, well, the state that's all the evidence that the state is going to put forward at this time before trial. So we've got some new evidence that we didn't have before, which is good. But basically everything they've given us has actually done them more damage than it helped them.
Oh my God!
You know, it's actually
dude. Yeah, them showing all the evidence that debunks all the bullshit you've been saying actually really helped the defense. Good one.
Made Lance look more guilty and Tyler look less guilty.
What? Dude, there's no way you can bullshit like that with a straight face. You think the evidence shows that Tyler's less guilty and Lance is more guilty. Is that why Tyler's the one that's on the camera driving there and shot it and did everything? What does he even talk? How does this guy have? I know how he has 100,000 plus followers. It's because he's been boosted by all this network of frauds.
Yeah, and I don't even think they were in cahoots. I think Lance acted alone and Tyler got thrown into the mix.
Yeah, dude,
this is what you all sound like when you disagree with us.
He's framing his boyfriend. Totally.
This is exactly what you all sound like when you're talking to us, by the way. if in case you were wondering.
Yeah, I think that Tyler set him up to be a patsy. I honestly do.
So funny, dude.
So why isn't he saying this then? Why didn't he tell his lawyers, hey, he's setting me up? Who are these retarded fat fucks? He's got like almost 200,000 subs. He's been all over this thing.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I think Tyler knew something was going to happen, or he knew he was involved. I don't know if he knew something was going to happen.
Zelensky, how many times have we said this before? The cope, they're on to the new cope. Did Adam and See Through It All get vaxxed? Or you sound like you're vaxxed. Are you vaxxed? Do you know how many times I've answered this question? No, I didn't get the vax. Any other copes for us?
Happened, but he knew he was definitely involved in something. Like he was in Provo that
they really
day,
seem to think that because some things are bad or some things the government lies about, that therefore everything must be that, and if you don't believe it, then you're something wrong with us.
Yeah.
You guys are totally cooked if that's how you're like viewing the world, and that's how you're viewing the day-to-day political like conversation, things like that, like that's the lens you're looking at it. You need to like dial it back, like have some self-reflection or something, because that is not a useful or healthy way to look at the world. That is, you're like inducing yourself into schizophrenia. You're doing the same type of thing that we complain that the Christians do, where you're like saying, oh well, Jesus must have existed, therefore, and then all the things that come after that. You guys are doing that same thing, that same type of lazy thinking. We need to snap out of it. This is like the source of a lot of our problems. Not all of our problems, but a huge amount of our problems, especially on the right wing.
Yeah, you should have to pass like a social credit score or something to be able to be online. These people should have their rights revoked. There should be
it was so
penalties.
much better when there was like just like nerds and smart people mostly.
They should ban every one of these people pushing this. They should be investigated and in prison for any Russia money or Russia connections and talking points influencing any of this. That's what really, it's shocking. It makes me think it is just part of some big Judeo paradigm that our government is not deeply investigating all this shit. Like Tenet Media. There should be hundreds of Tenet Medias. Get these peasants off the internet. Yeah, IQ test to be on the internet. And definitely we should be able to filter out the non-Western countries if we want to. I mean, look at Ian Carroll. He goes, they tell you Robinson confessed and his own parents said so, but those are lies. No, dude. No. They said he confessed. The boyfriend said he confessed. The letter said he confessed. He's all over the video. You are lying. Why does he keep lying? It's the exact opposite of what we're seeing in the preliminary trial. This is just from yesterday. I don't know. I mean, is this why he is allowed to blow up on TikTok like he did? Is this why he was fast-tracked to Joe Rogan into millions of followers on all platforms? It's kind of weird. This guy had no social media presence at all before 2021, I think it was. Nothing.
He blew up
just
doing these
online
like
and just
stupid
exploded overnight, and now he's the authority.
Yeah.
And now when anybody tells him he's wrong or he's been lying, he goes, I have more followers than you. Pussy.
He exploded over like the TikTok era, like COVID TikTok era, basically. Is what really happened with him.
Yeah, never debated anybody either, never faced anybody to push back on any of the bullshit. He's the one that went on Joe Rogan and said he thinks Trump is running a secret coup against Netanyahu.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. What a fucking retard.
How many more times is he going to get things this wrong?
I totally forgot about the secret coup thing. That was so ridiculous. And they're all noobs. Like this guy is like a leftist fundamentally, guys. Like what are we talking about here? This guy is like a normie, like pot smoking, like freaking pizza delivery boy leftist. Like what are you expecting here? I don't understand. This is the guy you're listening to?
Won't survive after that.
I hope they don't. I think Georgia Guidestone's had it right. All of these dumb low IQ sheep goyim don't deserve the world to come. The Jews are right. Nick is right about the Jews. The Jews are right. You guys are low IQ cattle, and you don't deserve anything. You deserve to lose, and you are going to lose, and you're going to make us all lose because you're retarded idiots. Okay. Here's the photos of his phone. You weren't the one that did it, right? I am. I'm sorry. I thought they caught the person. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude.
Oh, so he's part of it, right, guys? That's so weird. What's going on with him?
And Tyler says, I'm still, be honest.
Pretty crazy that.
Seen anything in the news.
Page 4.
So they're just going to say, it's fake. It's fake. Everything's fake. Lance is fake. The judge is fake. The trial's fake. The bullet's fake. Charlie was fake. Eric is fake.
But I don't want a chance at
you're fake. Fuck off.
If they had found it, I imagine there would be more commotion. Again, I'm sorry for roping you into all of this. You shouldn't have to worry about this. And Lance replies, does anyone else know? Tyler says, not to my knowledge.
All right, I'll stop you there. How long?
Okay. And Tyler.
Remember how Candace said, oh, he wrote vehicle? It's the feds wrote those texts. He said vehicle. That only cops use the word vehicle. And then there's the video of the body cam footage of Tyler talking to a cop, and he goes, oh, yeah, and another previous like traffic stop or something. And he goes, yeah, the vehicle over there, he used vehicle. And then this idiot Ian Carroll says, Candace is vindicated when she's been proven wrong about absolute everything.
Yeah, is there anything that she's been vindicated on?
Gay mustache face, gaslighting the world. You are scum. You are a coward and scum, Ian Carroll, and a disgrace, a despicable, rotten disgrace. The namesake, thank you.
$0 on the only time Carroll debated anyone was when Michael Tracy confronted him at the Epstein's victims press conference for his sensationalist claims about the Epstein. Carroll won't.
None of these Charlie Kirk truthers have debated anyone on this. They're all fraud cowards, which makes me think they know that they're lying. If they really believe their lies and the theories, they would want to debate. They would be begging for debates. They don't. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Obtained his name and date of birth.
What was his name?
Tyler Robinson.
Okay, so this is just them saying he turned himself in at 9 o'clock. One of their big theories all along was that he was turned in and then that the confession came afterward. That wasn't the case. Huge lie. Wrong. Look at Candace. You can't make this up. She says footage of Tyler Robinson turning himself into police does not exist. The video that we showed you a few minutes ago that they just released. And then again, in a different tweet, she says, I do not believe the footage of him turning himself in is a body double. But that is what the theory is saying. He says it does not exist, and it does. Like, how many lies are we up to now? She gets everything wrong. Look at this fraud, Stu Peters, another Russia shill, Christian-controlled op bullshitter. They took this screenshot of Tyler from the security footage. And again, the originals of these, because we're getting somebody in the courtroom recording the screen that it's being showed on, not the original MP4, which I'm sure will be released afterwards, where we can see much clearer. People in the courtroom are saying it's much clearer in the courtroom. Okay. Lance even said, he's like, he can't tell 100% for sure, but it definitely looks like him. Something along those lines. Anyway, look at how blurry this photo is that Stu Peters posts. How come when I go to the same video and I zoom in and screenshot, mine looks so much better? The guy drives in with his car, matching the description of his car right before he walks down the stairwell, gets caught on the camera right here. Same clothes that he's seen in at the fast food spot, the Dairy Queen. Dressed in the same clothes even when he turned himself in the next day. I don't know what that was about. Was he on the run, didn't go home and change or something? I don't know. But it's clearly him. Same Hurley hat, same maroon shirt. Funny how, isn't it? These people are not good faith. They post extra blurry videos. I don't know if they added blur or something. That's how snaky and sneaky these people are, is they would add extra blur to a photo to try to say, oh, look at how bad this is. It's not him. The jury and the judge are all going to know it's him. And what are you going to say then? Oh, they're all the jury's in on it too, right? Of course. Dugan is Slop Network. That got 7,000 likes. Stu's a coward. Andrew Wilson challenged him to, like, they were going to pay him $20,000 or something like that to go debate. He wouldn't do it. He ran with his tail between his legs. Just like he ran from me in my debates. Interesting enough, too, Amalek, remember, Stu Peters and Candace, both sponsored by Gold Co., Jewish-owned gold company.
Yep.
You know, just asking questions, just following the money. Candace was just in Russia for a conference. Stu's doing Russia propaganda all the time and has Dugan on. Oh, just noticing things. This idiot did it too. Dibster. Same thing. They're all sharing around this extra blurry photo that's more blurred. They're going to look like idiots when the originals get posted. RT host Ben Swan. Ben Swan, who had a show on Russia Today. He's been pushing the whole thing. And again, gaslighting. This is 2 days ago. The case against Tyler is collapsing in plain sight. As all of the overwhelming evidence is released, he claims it's collapsing. Lionel joins him. Lionel, who's always on RT also. And look at these idiots. They're still pointing to this dude that was touching his sleeve.
Great.
Yeah, dude. Precise palm gun, arm gun, secret detonator. Yeah,
dude,
nobody's ever like adjusting their shirt or anything, right?
Dude, I had so many people send me that video. I can't even, like, it would make you want to cry if you saw how many people sent me that video as evidence that there's something fishy going on.
Yeah. Also, just noticing things. Ben Swan, who is involved with that World War media debate, right? With Sam Tripoli. Sam Tripoli, who seems to be friends with a lot of these Russia network shills. Just noticing things. Tripoli wants to say, oh, anybody that says Tyler killed Charlie is an enemy and is a Fed and is being paid. Sam wants to say that. Well, fuck you. What's up with all these Russia shills you're surrounded with? What's up with all this conspiracy slop that you push? What's up with all these kosher narratives? Oh, fallen angels, Jesus is the answer. Tim Pool Blast, Candace Owens. Latest Ben Shapiro conspiracy. Oh, 6 minutes? Nah. Pass. JP Sear is another one. The trial certainly does not look like a shit show. No, the shit show is you guys.
They still think this is the trial. Like, they don't understand what this is even. Like, dude, these people are dumb. Holy shit.
How's America doing? Let's check in with this guy.
Shit.
Coming up tonight, you'll learn about the absolute shit show that is the trial of alleged Charlie Kirk killer Tyler Robinson, as well as the Epstein criminals getting a new level of protection and update on how much investors in Trump coin lost, which
I want to see why he says it's a shit
and
show.
It was the 4th of July, so
considered a scene that was worth preserving.
Okay, they're talking about the bullet they found on another roof that was accounted for, that it got ejected when the police were checking all the area.
Yeah, it wasn't fired.
What do you think? The Mossad agent that took the real shot dropped the bullet to be found that they revealed? This is the best you got? This is so stupid.
That roof also is not within line of sight of the shooting.
It wasn't even a line of sight of. Okay.
No, it wasn't. There's an entire. It's completely blocked. You literally couldn't take a shot from where that roof is. You couldn't take a shot at Charlie. So all the people who thought the extra bullet was something crazy, or that's what it really was. You know, when it first happened, when the shot first came out, and we were in the spaces, I said that it sounded to me like it was like a 2.23 or a 5.56 type round. Like the one that they found. So again, if this was something that we could, not explain, and it was fishy, I would say something. But no, it checks out. It's a 30-06, and we can explain the 2.23 round that was unfired, found at the scene. And again, not in line of sight of the shooting.
Top of Malachite in the chat says he was banned from another streamer's chat for being, quote, being a Fed defending the official story. Dude, you don't want to be there. And if that's the way the chat is, I would recommend not watching a streamer that's has an audience that
actually
bans
crazy,
you
dude.
Because of that.
Although I would love to go in and start arguing with some of these people too.
Yeah,
it would be awesome to force them to.
They'll also ban you if you ever just say Jesus is Jewish or Jesus is a myth.
True.
Was not. Yeah, of course, a bullet found on a different rooftop shouldn't be considered part of the crime scene where a guy got shot, nor should it be.
It was unfired, and they determined it was from a police officer's gun, and there was no line of sight, and they knew where the actual shooter was at. It makes perfect sense. Trying to cling on to something little like this and ignore the vast evidence that's being provided is so disingenuous and bad faith. Only an absolute scumbag grifter could put this out on video. Oh, and it's another guy that just woke up to Israel within the last 5 minutes ago and has millions of subs on YouTube.
Looked into further because lone gunmen. We don't have room to even consider other gunmen in a case like this. And a bullet, when you think about it, probably wouldn't even be part of the accoutrement of another gunman. So anyway, my life. Highlight number 2, the official narrative has used ring camera footage of Tyler Robinson's car to build a case for his movements. And here's an officer testifying about who was actually driving.
This is,
Tyler
they say
Robinson's
somebody thought they saw a bald man driving one of the cars late at night.
Car and play that.
And do you remember?
Dude, I love how they're ignoring the fact that they've been making all these claims for almost a year. They all got proven wrong, and then now they're just trying to cling and invent new ones. You don't get to do that. We're not allowing that.
That the nobles told you that the driver of the vehicle
We already
was bald?
heard. Okay, so somebody saw a car and thought they saw a bald guy in there. Maybe it wasn't his car, it was a different car. Maybe they just didn't see right. Maybe there was a glare or a reflection. You know, if this is the best that you got, even the case would still be open, shut, and solid if they didn't have this ring camera footage. And I assure you, we're going to get some explanation for this.
I do remember that being in the report, yes.
Yeah, so based on that, we can conclude sometimes Tyler Robinson is bald. Whatever, get over yourself. What else?
And you didn't mention that today when you were talking about that ring camera, did you?
I did not.
And
why would he? He's not going to bring up every little irrelevant detail to the case. They're only trying to make the case for probable cause because this is the preliminary hearing. You don't talk about every single detail or dead end lead in the case.
they also tell you there were 3 other people in the car?
Yes, I believe they thought that was the case.
Okay.
Right.
And if anything,
people in the car.
If anything, if you want to speculate, Amalek, what if this was like a group of his friends, which I doubt, but a group of his friends going to try to find the gun for him or something? I don't think that's the case. I'm guessing the woman, if this is even true, the woman just, mixed it up with another car or something. I don't know.
That's how lone gunmen do.
How does this fit your conspiracy theory? That's what I want to know.
So a lone lefty who can't shoot well shot Kirk perfectly in the neck from how far? I'm telling you that shot that he made was not that difficult, guys. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, everybody says that's a pretty easy shot with the scope.
It's not a hard shot.
And he probably missed. I don't think he was aiming for the neck, so he was either the head or the chest, and he was off a good few inches.
It's not a hard shot to make from the prone from the distance he made from. Absolutely not. It's like, dude, people that are in the military qualify on a shooting range, and that shot is not one of the common shots that are missed. That's one of the most easy shots to make, actually.
Dude, what does
from the prone?
Somebody claiming they saw a vehicle with a bald guy and a couple people in it. How does that do anything to debunk or like refute all the other evidence that we have? Ignoring all that and trying to cling something like that and act like it's a train wreck.
Yeah, dude.
Do it. So yeah, some of this looks like a messy
so
shit show
agenda-driven.
with the official narrative trying to stay together like a house of cards during an earthquake. But what we're really trying to convey,
like, I love how they'll point out like, oh, so what is your theory then? Why was a bald guy driving a car there? What were they doing? How's that part of the show or the op? Can they even suggest what that implies or what that means to the big picture? They don't even try. They just go, oh, somebody thought they saw something else.
with this trial is that Israel just wasn't involved at all, and there's no cover up, certainly not an exploding mic. And remember,
yeah, he's still doing exploding mic. Fuck you, dude. You're a retard. This is why he's a retard, because you know he's going to the Joel Webbin Christ is King conference, and he's hopped on the low IQ Christian anti-Semitism grift. The 30-06 was not broken down on the roof. That was a mix-up, apparently somebody said early on. Oh, by the way, too, look at this. Are you there, Amalek? Super quiet for a while.
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Okay. Everybody's saying, oh, Charlie had to be taken out because he was going to stop the war with Iran. He would have been the most vocal person against Iran. I don't think so. I think he would have got in line and got behind Trump, and he would have been the people rallying people to trust Trump and that it was justified. Why? Because he's been a good goy his whole life. Look at him in 2023. Israel is right to invade Gaza. Right? And then look at this. 2025, when Trump bombed Iran the first time, Iran gave Trump no choice. For a decade, he had been adamant that Iran will never get nuclear weapons. Iran decided to forego diplomacy in pursuit of a bomb.
Yeah,
this is a surgical strike operated perfectly. Trump acted with prudence and decisiveness. It sounds like it was written in the latest bombing campaign, but this was the first one. He would have said the same thing then. And look, Kurt Metzger goes, you fucking bizarre-shaped head, fake-ass shill motherfucker. You should wave a Pam Bondi bullshit Epstein binder around, like blah, blah, blah. And now Kurt Metzger goes, oh, Israel killed him because he was turning
Israel
against
killed
him.
him. Yeah, what a joke these people are. Dude.
Yep.
Dude, you need a massive amount of evidence to convince me that Charlie was like turning on them. And like, if you look at Candace's tweets, or I'm sorry, her text messages that she shared with him, dude, guys, in those text messages she shared where she's like, see, look, he was turning and he was becoming Catholic. In none of those does it do that whatsoever. None of them.
Mm-hmm.
The
Look
one
at
where
this,
he, the one article, it was like, oh, like, what did Israel know? Did they let this happen? And she's like, and she's like using that as evidence that he was like waking up. Dude, it's an article from the J Post. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? That is a common line of thinking in Israel that, oh, the government had to have known and they let it happen because they wanted it to happen. That is not an anti-Israel or anti-Jewish power like point of view.
Yeah. Expose the Enemy says Kirk was a pathetic grifter and played a balancing act with their dumb audiences. Yeah, he was trying to hold off the groypers too and counter all the anti-Israel sentiment growing. That was his role. So when you see him like shifting his position a little bit to be a little more critical, that's him trying to save face. That's him not to completely lose all credibility. That's him trying to go, see, guys, we'll criticize Israel. It's not anti-Semitic to criticize the government of Israel, like that shtick. That's all he was doing. Come on.
Here we got some in the chat. Someone explained to me why during the minutes while Charlie was dying in the backseat of the car, Charlie's security team was providing updates to Ben Shapiro's team rather than focusing on saving Charlie's life and finding the killer. Okay, the finding the killer line, that's just insane. The idea that the security team is going to be finding the killer, that's clown.
Well, they're
world
in
from
the van
movies.
rushing him to the hospital. Yeah, they're gonna
total
be like,
retarded point. First,
let's
of all,
Google who shot Charlie.
Yeah,
What are they
putting
do?
that to the side. Do you understand that when the shots happened, when that thing happened, they didn't know what was going on, and that all these Zio influencers thought that it was some sort of coordinated attack against them? They were all tweeting about it in real time while it was going on. Tim Pool thought the same thing. Ben Shapiro thought the same thing. Megyn Kelly thought the same thing. Many of them thought that this was some sort of because they're all paranoid retards. Okay, so that's what they thought. I mean, maybe there could be something to that. Whatever. That's what they thought. And Ben Shapiro's security team is the same people that does Charlie's security team, that used to do Candace's security team. It's all the same group of people. Okay. So why would he call? Well, I don't know. Maybe because him and Ben Shapiro were friends, dude. Then they have the same security people, dude. What are you talking about? Why is that in any way suspicious? And how many people does it take to pronounce that he's dead? He was dead in that car. Okay. When they had him in that van, he was already dead. Okay. So what? Do you think that it takes like 6 people or 5 people to, we're all making sure he's okay. One of us will massage his feet. The other one will massage his nipples. You plug the hole.
Yeah.
You do CPR. You read him a bedtime story. No, that is not what's going on. Okay. You only need like 1 or 2 people to provide triage to him. Okay. You don't need the whole van.
Dude, Real
This
Project
is not
Knowledge.
weird.
Real Project Knowledge says you guys are incapable of thinking this could be bigger. You lack discernment. Dude, you lack discernment, Project Knowledge. Listen, you're the one. It's you. You lack discernment. You're trying to make mountains out of molehills of nothing, grasping at straws, throwing everything at the wall to hope something sticks. You're the one. We've entertained every inch of this conspiracy, and all of it has been complete bullshit, like this claim. All right, there's a group of security in a van. You don't think one guy's pushing on the thing, the other guy's checking his pulse, the other guy's navigating, the other guy's driving. You don't think none of them for one time thought, beep, 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 beep. Hey, call the headquarters to the security. Charlie got shot. We're rushing him to the hospital. It's over here. He's not breathing. He doesn't have a pulse. Like, boom, headquarters got it. Charlie Kirk, security, who works for the same security, he hears what happened. Everybody hears what happened. It's breaking on the internet. And he goes, oh, shit. Hey, security. Ben goes, hey, security, find out what's going on with Charlie. Or the security just found out and knew because it's the same company.
Ben Shapiro
and
not
updated
saying, like,
him
call
and
him
told
up.
him. That's all it is.
Dude, well, imagine you're Ben Shapiro. You're sitting in you just did a show at Charlie the day before. You're sitting there and you see the news. So everyone here is saying that that's weird, or people that think that that's weird. In what world is Ben Shapiro not being like, oh, call up my best guy. We got to find out what's going on. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Are we
And
not
what's
all
your
talking about the
theory?
same
Like,
person?
okay, after the first thing they do, they're going to call Charlie and be like, the hit has been done. He's been taken out, sir. That's what it was.
Like Bibi Netanyahu sitting in his office, sitting there smoking cigars, being like, okay, I heard the hit has been gone, but we must confirm it. Get Ben Shapiro to call his security team. Like, that's what's going on in your head.
Inform Shapiro right away the hit has been made.
We have a
that's
video
more plausible than what we described before.
We have a video of the
You're an
bullet
idiot.
going right into his neck, but we can't confirm it until Ben Shapiro calls the security team, guys. Like, shut up. You guys are dumb if you still are on this train,
hate that they're giving Shapiro W's and making it look like he's the reasonable one and on the right side of things here. You guys
this
are
will
so
forever taint
discrediting.
anti-Zionism, dude. Forever, people will associate anti-Zionism from now on with the right-wing anti-Zionism will forever now be associated with Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories, and there's just no way of separating it. So good job, everybody. Really good work.
Here's another one you just shared. So do they have another camera angle, or they just zoomed in and
It looks like multiples?
They had another angle. I don't know why they didn't show us that one already.
Whistler sent $5. I've been watching for about 10. I miss the old KNM where you weren't looping and spiraling 24/7 on. Show used to be more.
You just sound like a butthurt idiot that got duped by all these frauds. You bought into the lies, and now it hurts your feelings that we were right all along, and you got duped, and you're ashamed, so instead you're taking it out on us. Well, fuck you. Go watch Candace Owens. I used to like you before, but you're. Imagine seeing all this, watching these last few streams, and still thinking Candace is right and I'm wrong. You don't belong here. Go away.
Yeah, and to say that this isn't like a connected as the broader part of like Christ brain thinking, guys, we are in real time watching how Christ brain thinking works. Like, this is one of the best examples in our living time. Like, there hasn't been an example like this since 9/11 to be able to look at this, how this type of thing operates. Like, I don't know what you guys want. This is the problem. This type of thinking, this type of schizo brain thinking. They believe in a cosmic conspiracy. And this is another real-time one getting played out right in front of us. And you guys all think it's something completely separate from the rest of the stuff that you guys talk about.
What a weird hill. Hold on. Chat says, what a weird hill to die on. Yeah, I'll die on the truth. I'll die on the truth.
Yeah.
You're the ones dying on it is a conspiracy hill. That's what you're doing. Yeah, I've never even seen that person before. That name's never donated. They donated to cry as they leave because their butt hurt that I exposed the stupid conspiracies they fell for. Sorry, you're not as smart as you thought you were. I guess you're just a little gullible. So now there's going to be another closer up angle of him shooting. Are you guys going to say it's AI? Of course they will, huh? Are people going to be like, well, I was a total asshole and wrong all along and accused everybody of working for the Jews and tormented his wife?
Whistler sent $5. Lol, no, I'm just bored of you looping on. I don't believe any of this stupid.
Oh.
It's boring to cover same retards for you used to talk about networks and interesting.
This is a network. I used to talk about networks. Did I not show you the list of all the frauds sharing this huge disinfo campaign that ultimately benefits Jews and Israel? Do you not see how this is completely relevant? All these same people are the enemies standing in the way, the controlled slopposition that are dominating the opposition to Zionism. And they're all lying their asses off. The chickens are coming home to roost. The trials finally come, and this is the stream where we get to boast and rub it in everybody's faces that we were right and they're a bunch of lying idiots. And now I'm supposed to just ignore everything, the big topic of the story?
The ATF. After that, the judge allowed the family to view, without it being broadcast, the zoomed-in surveillance video from Utah Valley University. The quality was surprisingly high, a lot more detail you could see of the man that is reportedly Tyler Robinson making his way through campus, up and down the stairs, into the parking garage, and even zoomed in on the roof where you can see the man who is reportedly Robinson lying down into that prone position before the shots were fired. As that came up on that video, that zoomed in video, Erica Kirk breaking down in tears, as well as Catherine, her mother-in-law, Charlie's mother, clinging to each other, hugging each other as that video played out. I can't imagine what that would be like to see those final moments before.
Imagine how much these assholes have made this more difficult for Erica after losing her husband and the father of her children like that. As if it wasn't hard enough, and people should have been, they gave her no benefit of the doubt, especially Candace with her Bride of Erica documentary series. It is the scummiest thing I've ever seen in my life. She couldn't be making opposition to Israel and Jews look any more despicable and evil. Is that not obvious? All these idiots in that list have handed the Jews such a major big W with all of this. We could have been focusing on real Jewish power, real conspiracies, and instead they got everybody focused on this complete mental illness.
Your loved one died. Extremely emotional end to the court day. This will essentially be court out until September 1st. That's when some final arguments will be made. The judge will decide if this will be bound over for trial. And Tyler Robinson.
Damn, not till September 1st they're going to decide if it goes to trial? What the hell?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want this to be over and done with, and all these people that pushed it to be discredited forever. That's all I asked for. If we had a fair world, that's the way it would be. But they'll just move on to another kosher thing, and everybody's going to forget that they've been wrong about everything.
You were like, oh, we'll just do the one gloat stream, and I was like, this hasn't even begun. We haven't. Yeah. It hasn't even begun, dude.
To plead guilty or innocent in this case.
Yeah, funny. All the people that I know and I've talked to on the phone and stuff about this that have been telling me I've been wrong. None of them are picking up my calls now. None of them have anything to say now, huh? Funny how that works.
Oh, look, somebody just showed up and they're totally clueless. Core lock bullet meant for deep penetration. On the 30-06 talking about 223 round found on the roof, which is more likely to behave like the bullet that hit Charlie Kirk. More people questioning Israel post this event. The people that are questioning Israel because of this event are retards that serve no purpose and should not be on our side. They do not do anything useful for us whatsoever. Having more retards join our side does not make our side better. It makes our side worse. If I could hit a button, all of the retards would go join the Zionist side, because that's how you win. You literally walk over and destroy and defeat retards. Okay, if we could get the retards over there, that would be great. Just away from us. However, dude, the idea that the 223 round, I've already gone over this. We've already gone over this, buddy. That was on a roof that literally wasn't in line of sight of the shooting. It couldn't have been from that roof, and they accounted for it. It was from one of the cops. He dropped the round by accident. It is not some conspiracy.
Wow. I love how they kind of waited to let all these idiots like hang themselves too. They were all complaining, oh, there's no video, there's no high def close up video of him like where you could see him shooting the shot.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I guess he's going to be let off. I guess you have no evidence. And now they have it. Last day.
There are infinite waves of goyim, and I'm sick of them flapping their boot lips faster than their brains can regulate.
Details from inside the courtroom after the 5-day preliminary.
Dude, North Star. Yes. A cop dropped a round by accident. Yes, that happens. Cops are human beings and they make human mistakes, and it's from the type of round from their weapons that they carry, their pistols that they carry.
Yeah, think about it. The shooting happens. They're going to secure all the roofs. There's cops running around.
Trial date and thought, oh great. Yeah. This will just drag the grifters along even further in all their hot take narratives for the next few months.
Right. Yeah, we're going to have to put up with all these idiots for another...
It's actually crazy. Thinking that loose rounds could not possibly exist shows that you have never in your entire life been around or handled a weapon on like a day job of your entire life. You're you get that shit in your laundry machine when that's the kind of thing you're doing. Loose rounds falling out of a magazine into a pocket,
you would have a round already in the chamber and not realize it, and then like kick it out and then load another one in there. What is that called? I don't know the term, but anyway, slide and clear the round from the chamber when there's already one on there. Yeah, exactly. What? No, you think that the secret Mossad assassin dropped one of the bullets? He goes there with one gun, it's all loaded, but somehow one fell out. Unfired. Like you think that and then he hopped right in the plane and flew to Tel Aviv, but he dropped the thing and now the sleuths are finding it. Like, Mossad thought they could get away with it, but not Candace Owens and her team of wine mom detectives couldn't sneak anything past them. Armchair amateur true crime detectives.
Remember, just yesterday, Tyler Robinson's former roommate telling investigators Robinson confessed to killing Kirk in person and in text messages. Another dramatic moment today when surveillance video of the suspect on the roof was shown in court, but not on TV. Erica Kirk and Charlie's mother crying and hugging in court. And now we are getting new reaction from the Kirk family. We are live at the courthouse in Provo, Utah.
I hope we better be able to see that in the trial, though.
And former prosecutor standing by.
See what, the video?
Why would they not show us a close-up of him laying down holding the gun?
Because that's the whole thing. That's going to taint the jury pool.
How does everything else not taint the jury pool, though?
That's the whole point of the evidence blocking that the defense is doing right now is like blocking his face from being shown in the thing, because that's going to taint like having a video out on the news playing right now of his face, and then he goes to shoot the gun.
Oh, everybody will know he did it, and they won't be able to get any jury people. He'll already be known as guilty.
Yeah, this is
got it.
Yeah. This is how every high-profile case like this will ever be run, ever.
Wow.
Matt Finn. Matt.
So all the people that were complaining yesterday, saying like it's not real because there's no video, if the video comes out, if they still say it's not real or they just claim the video's fake, like that's what they're going to do too. And we can't let them get away with it.
Yeah, and dude, That's a good point. The Infantana said this. If Kirk was shot with a 22, why would they not frame someone with had a 22 AR? Like, why?
Exactly.
That's one thing that this whole conspiracy with like the bullet doesn't match the bullet with, like, why would they do that? If it is a conspiracy, why wouldn't they just shoot him? Like, why wouldn't they just use an AR-15 and frame Tyler Robinson with an AR-15? Like this, the whole conspiracy itself doesn't even make sense.
Yep. Every part of it.
It's just like they're trying to add in like multiple like layers of doubt, basically, and they're saying that all of those multiple layers of doubt, those add up to something must have happened.
$5 this trial could end up like Koberger Robinson may plead guilty to avoid the pseudo heste firings quote, which would be unapt.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that we said that earlier, that he might do plea deal, go guilty, and then just say no death penalty. They might do that. I don't know if it's the judge that decides that or if the prosecution gets to decide if they're okay with that on the plea deal. But I bet you, what do you think if Erica had the option, go to trial and he goes to jail for life, no chance of ever getting out? Or is she going to want to go to trial so he gets the death penalty? What do you think? She has forgiven him supposedly already. I bet she'll say skip the trial. But then she probably wants to go to trial for everything to get sussed out, because if there's no trial, everybody's going to say she did it forever.
Yeah,
so it's a little catch-22. I think it'll go to trial.
Trace, this 5-day preliminary hearing has ended. We are not getting a ruling on whether this will advance to a murder trial. And moments ago, the Kirk family released a new statement writing in part, as difficult as these last few days have been, it brings our family comfort to know that the world has witnessed the overwhelming evidence of what occurred to Charlie that day. Nothing will ever undo the loss of our beloved Charlie. As this case moves into its next phase, we pray that truth will continue to be heard through a process that is fair,
transparent, and grounded in the facts. And once this case is over, that's probably when the real lawsuits on Candace are going to happen. And I hope more than anything that she gets completely bankrupted and disgraced forever. Forever and ever and ever. All right. Hope you guys have a nice weekend. Thank you, Amalek, for joining. 3 hours of seething over these retarded idiots, but hey, it's got to be done. Yeah, not all that popular, but it's got to be done.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, guys, stop with this. Please stop. Please. Look, I don't even need an apology. Just pretend you never held the view. Just pretend. Just blend in Homer style into the bushes. Just pretend you never had the view. Pretend you never were this retarded. I'm okay with that. To the people I blocked, I'm never unblocking you. You're not getting unblocked. You can fuck off forever. I told you that was the consequences. So there it is. Yep. We were right. You guys are wrong. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Go right outside again. This weekend. Yeah. Hang out with your families.
Always right ahead of the curve. What can I say?
Well, we're just telling like what we see in reality. We're not trying to like add in our own fluff, guys. Like that.
I tried
like,
to
we're trying
warn
to
you.
actually get
I
to the
tried to
truth.
Tell everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below, clip the show, Substack, subscribe star, links below, Anonymous.
Anonymous.
We're doing the real Lord's work.
You guys are doing God's work.
Odin's work.
Love Amalek as keep killing it.
Thank you. Book club, we're doing the big chapter. I'm not sure. I'll if you sign up on Substack, I'll put up the link when we're about to do it. I'm sorry, I was supposed to do it this week and didn't get to it, but that will be coming very soon. And I will see you guys on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Take care. I'm trying to. Oh, here we go. I want this song.
King Selassie was Jesus in black face, hiding from Babylon. Roman oppressors never knew he didn't die on the cross. He escaped to Jamaica. On 420, Yeshua smokes the herbal chalice, and curses hit Yeshua gonna mash, mash, mash down Babylon. Yeshua was a Rasta. His eyes are blue and he's not a Jew. Yeshua was a Rasta. He's as blonde as the Lebanese ash he smokes. Yeshua was a Rasta. His pure iron DNA is the most potent strain the world has ever seen. Christ gonna get high, 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 high in Hyperborea. Yeshua gonna mash, mash, mash down Babylon. Yeshua was a Rasta. He smokes cross-shaped joints every day. Yeshua was a Rasta. He's not brown like hash, he's white like deity diamond. Was a Rasta. He would smoke hookah on a donkey and teach from the Torah like a true Hyperborean Rasta man. Christ gonna get high, 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 high in Hyperborea. Yeshua gonna mash, mash, mash down Babylon. Yeshua was a Rasta. His eyes are blue and he's not a Jew. Yeshua was a Rasta. He's as blonde